What's the deal, baby? You already know. Big boss out Cake Poe through the door. Here to talk to boxing, man. We'll go down with y'all. Man. That couple people come in here, man. We're gonna start talking boxing. The main topic gonna be core though. That's gonna be the main one. That's gonna be cool. You know what I mean? I like Cool as a fighter, man, but he done said some things that I deem as cap. So we gonna debunk all of that. Cool talking about he got a better resume. Well, we about to see. We about to see who got the better resume. We finna go down the list. Man. We gonna see who got the better resume. There you go, Coach. What's up with you?
What's up? What's up, my boy?
Man, today we talking boxing, but you already know we're gonna talk cool. Shakur Stevenson say that, he got a better resume than Frank Martin and Gervonta Tank Davis. He say Gervonta never took any risks. So I'm gonna run through these names on core resume real quick, and then Coach, I'm gonna give you the floor. All right. So we just gonna start with from when he won his first title. He beat Joel Gonzalez, right? He fought for a vacant WBO featherweight championship, right? He won that by unanimous decision. That was his first title. Then he fought Felix Caraballo, right? He fought him in 2020, right? And that was a knockout, right? Like KO, no TKO, KO. Put the boy down. Then he fought Toka Khan Clary, right? At 130 pounds. That's when he moved up from 126, okay? Then he fights Jeremiah Nakathila. Now, Jeremiah Nakathila, right, was an African police officer. He was a police officer in Nigeria. And Shakur said, I'm going to stop this. I ain't losing the 12. And that was a tough fight for Core, right? Jermell Herring, beat him by TKO, won the WBO belt, right? Right after that, he fought Oscar Valdez, beat him, unified, became the WBC and WBO champion at 130, right? Then, this is where he missed weight. He was defending his titles against Robinson Conceição. So he had to basically drop his belts. Then he moved up to 135 and fought Yoshino, and he beat him by TKO. And then Edwin De Los Santos, which you know that fight right there. So based off of that resume with Core, who on that resume do you know? You know what I mean? Who on that resume do you know? Like, we just gotta keep it funky. Who do you know on there? Because he's saying that he got a better resume than Frank and Tank. That's what he's saying, and that's what some of his fans are saying. Because they all on my videos talking about Cool got a better resume. So, Coach, take the floor. Explain, your viewpoint on that.
To me, outside of De Los Santos, the most relevant name in recent history is Conceição. And that's because he actually getting certain fights. And Conceição is a gatekeeper. Shakur, I mean, when he talk about his resume, well, let me say this first. I'm not gonna sit here and glorify Tank's resume, but Tank, he hasn't took a big risk, but he has took small risks. You know what I'm saying? As far as Frank Martin, he's starting to get out there. He's starting to move forward in his resume and his career. And to compare his resume to those two is completely absurd. That's completely absurd because we talked earlier in the week. There's multiple types of bully in the boxing game. And to me, in my opinion, I feel like Shakur is a mental and physical type bully. Yeah, he's not a weight bully. That's for sure. I'm not gonna say he's a weight bully, but mental and physically, he's a bully because he talks about, oh, Tank not taking risks. Okay, cool. He talks about Frank Martin resume not being, comparable to his. All right, cool, whatever. But when is the last time we actually see you get in the pocket and actually do some damage with somebody when it comes to Shakur Stevenson? I forget you mentioned one of their names. He got in there and he knocked him out. All right, cool. Who is he though? That's the guy you supposed to dominate in all aspects of boxing in the boxing match. Inside, outside, footwork, head movement, jabbing, whatever the case may be. He's supposed to do that. He got in the pocket and knocked that guy out. I've only seen him really get busy in the pocket, maybe 2 out of 3 of his fights, and actually be like, okay, that was smooth, but it was against some people with no names. What happened with why you ain't get busy in the pocket with De Los Santos?
Mm.
If you so called that guy, if you the guy, why you ain't get busy in the pocket with De Los Santos? Why was people snoozing on you? You talking about, oh, my hand hurt. Okay, cool. But what if I bring up Zoo and Fundora? You think I'm gonna be worried about a hand when we looking at two warriors go at it? Zoo is completely blinded from his own blood from a gash in his head. He could take one more sharp elbow and have serious life-threatening injuries. Fundora, he got a broken, fractured nose. If Zoo take one more strong punch to his face and hit him in the nose, he could cause brain damage, brain cancer, all kind of other stuff. So you want me worried about a hand against De Los Santos? Okay, and then okay, well, people gonna battle back and rebuttal. Oh well, Tank had a hurt hand against Pitbull Cruz, but in that fight, Tank found other ways. He delivered with one hand. He did what he had to do, and he made that one hand work in multiple ways. Like I don't want to hear no more excuses about Shakur is this, Shakur is that. Man, Shakur, stop talking. Stop talking. Something like I told you this earlier too. Some fighters should not be allowed to sit down and do interviews. They should just shut the hell up and perform. And Shakur is one of them because his mouth is right now the way he run his mouth is trumping his skill set. Because Shakur is a wonderful boxer. I'm not gonna take that from him. He's a wonderful boxer. He knows what he's doing. He's defensively sound. He has solid footwork. Of course, he has that same knack that Haney has when it comes to power. But at the same time, it's like, shut up, bro. Be quiet. What is you talking for? You running your mouth saying you're not getting these opportunities, you're not getting this, nobody's looking at you. Number one, you with top rank. You already know how they go. Number two, you just not the guy that's just gonna sell out. You're not a shoe in. You're not gonna sell out a stadium. You're not gonna bring the type of fight people want to see nowadays, and that's including real boxing heads and the casuals. I'm mixing both in right now. You're not a must see TV. So be quiet. Stop all that talking. And like I said, you're a superb defensive fighter. You have a sharp jab. You have decent footwork. You have great IQ. But again, your mouth is trumping all of that, especially when you keep consistently comparing yourself to a Tank. Now I know it's a lot of Tank haters out there, and I know it's a lot of Tank lovers out there. I'm not neither one of them. I'm a fan of boxing first.
Mm.
If Tank gets to running his mouth too much and he get in there with somebody who I think gonna beat him, I'm gonna say, hey, I think Tank gonna lose. Like I think in this Frank Martin fight, I mean, I'm not gonna say he's gonna lose, but if he don't go in there and go to work, he could be in trouble. And that's just flat out what it is. But at the same time, Tank gonna win that fight. He should win that fight. He should win that fight. And I'm not gonna say it's gonna be in the fashion we used to seeing Tank winning, but at the same time, Tank should win that fight. But there is some gray areas in there where Frank Martin could have a small slight advantage. Frank Martin has to get out and work early. But again, back to Shakur. Shakur needs to be quiet, let his skill set, let his boxing and what he do in the ring do the rest. Close your mouth. Be quiet. Stop saying unnecessary stuff. Stop bringing up Tank names. Stop bringing up other folks' resume because your Shakur resume ain't. I don't even think it's a top 10 resume. And
Mm.
that's if I want to put him against some gatekeepers. I don't even think his resume a top 10 resume.
Hey, Mike,
Yo,
what
yo,
you
yo,
got about? What you think about Coor and him saying he got a better resume than Tank and Frank, and you know Tank should fight Edwin De Los Santos. That's the fighter that Shakur
Is
just.
is most of his record against the top ranked boxers?
Yes.
So I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even gonna count it as him actually. Some of them top rating boxers ain't really all that good, bro. So I would go with he would have to move over, bro. Like whatever. It ain't no more Showtime boxing. Am I right?
No, they moved to Amazon Prime.
Yep.
He
They moved to PBC moved to Amazon Prime.
he gotta get with one of these other contractors, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the only way we gonna give him the respect that he trying to ask for in these interviews and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? We don't care about the amount of fights that you had. It's the style of competition or which you had fought. You know what I'm saying? So if you ain't really fought no top dogs like that, we're not gonna look at you as a top dog. So and you claiming that your record is everything is really not, because they probably looking at that whole laughing at it too.
Yeah.
Right, right. And I'm gonna stir the pot right here. I mean, we all know Bud is the top competitor, but at the same time, like you say all the time, Capo, you see that yard over there with all them dogs in it,
Mm-hmm.
and you the big dog in your yard, but yet you over here with poodles and chihuahuas, and you a cane corso. Why you want to go over here with these Great Danes, Rottweilers, and other Presa Canarios? Go over there across the street. When you go across the street and start beating up on some of these other big dogs, then we can talk. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I'm stirring the pot because that's a relevant comparison. That's his big bro. So I feel like they're kind of being put in the same situation. You know, Bud don't talk as much, but at the same time, Shakur I always talking about that's my big bro. I didn't seen this, I didn't seen that. I know what he can do against Canelo. I know what I can do against so and so. Well, hey, ain't nobody taking your words from me, but actions speak louder than words, especially when it comes to the boxing world. Cross that fence, hop that fence. Who really stopping you from hopping that fence? You know what I'm saying? Y'all the ones that bring the light to these organizations when it comes to top rank, PVC, match room, all that stuff. When it comes to that, y'all bring the light. Y'all the true light. So let them know, hey, I ain't. We need to do something different. We need to do something different. Let me go so I can cross this yard. And when you go over there and beat some of the top competitors on PVC and other aspects of boxing, then you talk. But right now you don't have no room to talk. Your resume doesn't show all that mouth you running. Your resume doesn't add up to that. It doesn't add up to it. And then again, stop bringing up Tank, man. Stop bringing up Tank and other fighters. It ain't helping you. Build a Shakur brand, like you always say, K-Pop. Build a Shakur brand. You ain't doing nothing right now. You ain't doing nothing but talking. Show us something.
I think Coor is upset because Tank is fighting. Coor is upset because Tank is fighting Frank, and he not getting a fight with Frank. So I think what Coor got to understand is that you got to fight your own in your own lane. You get what I mean? You can't
Fact.
worry about what Tank doing, what Devin doing, what this fighter doing. You know, when you look at the greats, you look at Floyd Mayweather and them, they didn't worry about nobody else. They worried about themselves and their brand, and that's what they're worried about. That's what they're worried about building up. And Coor has kind of like this jealous and envious, you know, he coming off as like jealous and envious of Tank and Frank Martin. You know what I'm saying? And you can't do that. I understand, you know, Tank said that he was trash, but Tank know that boy not trash, bro. He just saying, he just talking. You know what I'm saying? You know how we do, man. You may have a dude that's kind of, you know, disrespecting you. So you like, bro, you really trash for real. And you just say whatever just to get in their head. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But overall, that might be nice. Tank knows Shakur nice. You know what I'm saying? But Tank Tank is on another level to where he's doing a psychological warfare on him. right? See, Shakur, when you start getting to that level in boxing, the Floyd Mayweather level, the Canelo level, it's more psychological, more mental than physical. It's other. That's why I think Tank will be Frank Martin. It's not exactly the skill set, it's the stuff around it. When you look at Frank Martin in that press conference, it was deer in headlights, right? When Tank stepped to him and was like, I'm going to stop you, right? And Frank was kind of taken aback a little bit, but, you know, he ain't back down. But that's the same thing that's going to happen to Core. Core ain't fought on them levels yet. And he ain't put himself in position to fight on them levels. You get what I mean? He barking from behind the fence, saying, I want to fight this dude, But when you on top rank, you're not getting those fights. I'm sorry. You're just not. You got to leave from under Bob Arum, that white man. You got to leave from under him and go somewhere where you can get those top fights. When you fight on PVC, you fight killers. That's just what it is. That's just how the cookie crumbles. Top rank give you this diet plan fight. Hey man, we're gonna give you some vegan fights. You know, we're gonna give you some goat milk. You know, that's what's happening with Buddy. You know what I mean? He's not really getting pushed. And then truthfully, this whole narrative about everybody ducking him, and I'll ask y'all this. When the last time Shakur Stevenson I'm talking about knock somebody out, not a TKO. I'm talking about KO, where he slept somebody. Off the top of your head, when the last time you ever seen him do that?
That was in 2020, 2021.
I don't think I've ever seen him do that. Not some competition though, for sure.
Yeah. He's very skillful. We're not saying he trash, but all he gonna do is outbox you. You got dude named Tank that made a nigga can't see. I ain't never in my life heard a nigga get hit and he couldn't see. Nigga went and sat down on the stool and said, I can't see. I ain't never heard of that in my life. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's tough. That's solid, bro. Like
You know what I'm saying?
you can't argue with it.
Like, come on, man. So all I'm saying at the end of the day is like, we got to be realistic with this thing, man. Cool's a very talented fighter. He's gonna be a Hall of Fame fighter. But hating on other fighters is not the way. It's just not. It's not the way. It's something that you don't need to do that, man. You are a great fighter. Build your brand up. Build the bus. I remember that fight. Build your brand up and then go from there. You know what I'm saying? But all this hating on Tank, Frank, Devin, Ryan, you know, and do all this contradicting. Didn't the dude say he retired from boxing because we fake in boxing? He said, y'all fake, I'm retiring. Nah, he finna fight in July. I thought you was retiring. So these are the things that I'm talking about in sport of boxing that we got to do. I'm going to answer this question real quick. Finch said, who you got winning Spence and Fundora?
Oh, I go first on this one. Let me. I'm gonna be quite frank and dead ass honest with you. Finch. If Errol come out playing and not where he's supposed to be because of Fundora's build and his type, if he and we seen in that fight against Zoo, he's starting to learn how to utilize that jab. If Errol come out playing, he could lose this one. I'm gonna be honest. If he come out playing, he could lose this one. Just off of stature and seeing him evolve in the middle of a fight. That's dangerous for somebody to be able to evolve in the middle of a fight in a bloodbath. He got his nose broke and figured out how to use his jab. And we all know Fundora's 6'7". 6'7". 6'7". I'm gonna say it one more time. 6'7". If he learn how to utilize that jab, and Errol come out there playing, and he cannot figure out what to do with Fundora's jab, we could be looking at Errol Spence taking second loss. But I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it stat. I know where Errol Spence from. I'm from up the street. I'm from up the road. We don't take too kindly to losses, especially not in that fashion. We don't quit. We come back strong come back faster, we come back smarter, we come back to hit you harder. And it don't matter who the opponent is, they looking to prove something. And it ain't about pride. It's about resetting the stage, getting our brand back up, getting everything back in the right standing. But I think early on we're gonna see a little bit of rust. We're gonna see a little bit of rust from Errol Spence because he ain't been in there with nobody. That's since Bud Crawford. So I'm gonna go on the slide here. I'm gonna go on the reach, and I'm gonna take Spence. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take Spence simply because he gonna play it smart. He gonna do what he got to do, and he gonna find a way to negate that jab, and he gonna take charge and win a little subtle, minute thing. So I'm gonna take Spence right here, split decision, all the way, all 12, no knockout.
Man, that's a tall order. Uh, Errol Spence, I think he know because he tweeted and deleted. He said this might be the last time y'all see me. So I think he know what he up against, right? I think this fight, his mentality is my back on the wall. I gotta win this fight. This ain't no easy fight for Errol Spence. You know what I mean? Based off Errol Spence's fighting style, Errol Spence don't have Derrick James. You know, I don't know who his coach gonna be. I don't know where he gonna be. So it's just the uncertainty of what Errol Spence are we getting as far as, you know, who his coach is gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, shout out to Flawless Mentality, man. Much respect to that brother. He be
salute. I hope you see my son.
Yeah, he be cooking. But a lot of wisdom on his channel. But it's tough. I would say this. I kind of agree with what you said. If Errol don't come in there with the right game plan, he could lose. So Errol got to be able to. The body work gonna have to be key. He gonna have to get inside. He gonna have to stay there. You know what I mean? This ain't no easy fight. It's not no easy fight, especially fighting a dude that's 6'7". You know what I mean? Like,
I agree with y'all. I ain't gonna cap. I agree with y'all. The height, and it could possibly be an issue, but at the same time, Earl got to go in there with a full new game plan. He can't come in there and do the same thing he did against Crawford. He's not gonna be successful doing that.
Oh no, that's changed off the stature. Like I said, that stature, you go in there playing, bro. You go in there playing with somebody 6'7". I don't care if you big, small, skinny, whatever. You go in there playing with somebody 6'7".
He definitely can't do that. So I say if Errol coming up switched on, he get the right coach. I want him to go with Bozy Ennis as Jaron Ennis' dad. If he get the right coach, I say Errol win by unanimous decision. I don't see a knockout, but I see it like a decision. But if he come in there thinking stuff sweet, he try to be cheap and you just go get, you know, his homeboy and, hey, man, you my coach. Fundora, you know, I don't know. Because as talented as Errol is, you got to think about game plans too. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Fundora, you got to have an excellent game plan. You know, now Errol Spence is tough, but toughness don't always win you fights. You get what I mean? So, what he got to do is just get that right coach and, you know, and get that right game plan, and he'll be straight. Fence said, do you think he going to rematch Crawford? So, I'll say this. If he beats me and Coach talked about this before. I made a video about this triangle theory, right? Because a lot of people was like, hey, Errol Spence, you know, he kind of avoided Terence Crawford, right? And I think the reason why they didn't fight a rematch immediately because they got something at 154, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got Crawford who's finna get this belt from this, you know, he finna stop that dude. I don't care what they say. They trying to say it's gonna be a tough fight for Crawford. Crawford gonna stop him. So Crawford finna get a belt, an easy belt again. So he finna get a belt, and then Errol got to go through the fire again, like he did at 47. He got to go through the tire inferno, you know. And if Errol able to get that belt, and Bud able to get that belt, and then Bud get another one, then Errol get another one, guess what happened? Undisputed again. Errol versus Terence Crawford at 154. Now, that's what I think, right? But like I told y'all, Errol Spence put that tweet the other day, then he deleted it, saying that, hey, y'all, this might be the last time y'all see me. So I don't know what Errol Spence's game plan is. I don't know where his head at. I don't know, you know, I don't know. But I definitely think they got some brewing. I think because think about it. If they was to immediately rematch, nobody wanted to see it. Everybody was like, Errol shouldn't rematch Crawford, right? And people's like, I'm not even gonna pay to watch it because I already know what's gonna happen, right? But now you get fans re-interested if Errol Spence is able to rebuild himself at 154, right? He's able to take down that. Think about it. Why do you think they trying to match him with Fundora? Fundora ain't no easy fight. So if Errol Spence is able to get in there Fundora and beat him, that's gonna get people be like, hold on. Okay, maybe Errol Spence was weight drained. Maybe Errol, let's Errol Spence beat Fundora and then beat somebody else top at 154, like Erickson Lubin or something. Now it's a different ball game. Now it's like, wait, Errol Spence looking kind of, and then you know what Crawford is. So then they meet undisputed again at 154. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I think is going to happen. Who wins that fight right now? I don't know. You know what I mean? But what you think, Coach?
I ain't gonna lie, like I said, we chopped it up about it before. It's like you got to look at how they going. Neither one of them have nothing at 154 right now, and they both got to rebuild, regain, climb, reset, and show at a different weight class. All right, and that's for that's for Earl and Bud. So the pathway is kind of already set. Bud starting off with Majimov, and then you got Spence, who needs to go against somebody solidified and solid to regain, to regain the interest of the fans and the people. Because we all know when it comes to casuals, when Earl Spence lost that, they thought he was done. They thought he was washed. They don't want to see him no more. Oh, he got beat by Bud. But in reality, getting beat by Bud, bro, if you Earl Spence getting beat by Bud shouldn't deter you from still, cheering on Earl Spence. Bud is who he is. Bud is a legit fighter. Like if I've been undefeated, unified, undisputed, whatever the case might be, and I go lose to Bud Crawford, all right, cool. I'm not hanging my head on that. But it's like a lot of people turn their back on him. You know what I'm saying? They turn their back on him because he got beat by Bud. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like if he's going to lose to anybody, I would rather it be a Bud. So it's not a time to turn his back on him. But again, like I say, they both have the pathway set to meet up again. Like you said, undisputed, 154. Errol has a little bit more to prove to the fans and the people again. Meanwhile, Bud just has to keep on carrying out what he's been doing, and that's continue to beat people until him and Earl meet again. And I feel like it's gonna be different. Now, look, when I say different, I don't see Earl getting put on the canvas a whole bunch of time. I still kind of right now because I ain't seen Earl since then. I will go ahead and give the slight edge to Bud because the last time we seen him out, Bud has done what he's done his due diligence and he showed the people, all right, this is what I can do to Earl Spence. Regardless, minus everything people say, oh, he had car crash, oh, he had eye surgery, oh, he was drunk, oh, he was high, oh, he was arguing with a girlfriend. Minus all of that, I'm taking all the excuses out. Budge has the complete edge. So if I was to go off of what I seen in that last match, barring we haven't seen Bud fight since then, barring we haven't seen Earl fight since then, I'm gonna say Bud edges him out. Period. But do I see him get knocked down 4 or 5 times? No. But I'm still gonna give the edge to Bud. But again, we don't know. We got to see both of them at 154. I don't care if Crawford is going against Majimov and people say, "Oh, that's a walkover fight." No, it's a different place, different weight, different type of personality, different type of boxing. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Earl. I'm starting both. I'm starting with both of them at ground zero. We need to see both of them at 154 and go against some decent opponents. And Errol just said, "Hey, forget it. I'm going to the top. I'm going to take this from Fundora right now." So Boy gonna have to see him again at 154, and it is what it is. That's in real life. It is what it is. They're gonna have to see each other again. Period.
What you think, Mike? Mike probably doing something, but like I said, man, that's that's a that's a good fight. You know what I'm saying? We just got to see what version um, and who Errol Spence coach gonna be. Like I said, I want him to get Bozy. I feel like Bozy will help him get better. I feel like Bozy is very brilliant in the mind when it comes to boxing and just the people in that gym, you know, and think about Errol sparring Boots. I think that'll make Errol kind of, you know, be sharp and more sharp for a Terrence Crawford at 154. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because his Boots is very, very skillful. You know what I mean? He got the power, and I think he'll be able to give Errol that look. You know what I mean? So I think Bozy is the play. You know, I was hearing Calvin Ford, you know, which is Tank's coach. I like that too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but for me, if he get Bozy, it's a no-brainer for me. I still think it's a tough fight. Not gonna hold you. I still think it's a tough fight with him and Fundora. But if he get Bozy, then I think it's a more of a for sure win if he fight from
Mm-hmm.
when he fight Fundora. Now, granted, nothing signed, said, and delivered. Um, nothing signed, said, and delivered. But
Yeah, I agree with y'all, bro. Like it was the right move to take some heavy competition in the 150s off the rip. You know what I'm saying? So I think, you know what I'm saying, the way in the style of which he lost, I think it was the best move for him. But I ain't gonna lie, if he don't deliver, we really gonna be looking at the end of Earl Spence. Like, he tried to take back the tweet, but it's just the way how society is viewing him. You know, the boxing society, you know what I'm saying, how they view him, even though he lost to Terrence Crawford, they still gonna give him a hard time taking another L based on his resume and how he's been stepping before the loss to Crawford.
I think the fashion of it too as well. We looking at Errol Spence lose two straight. Two straight. Come on now. I mean, of course, there's going to be other words tossed in the air if he does lose the Fundora. I mean, but two straight from one of the probably the best we've seen in his era. Two straight to Crawford and then Fundora. I mean, for the casuals, they're gonna be like, "Oh, he lost to Fundora. He's trash." But we know as real boxing heads, man. That's not an easy walk in the park, man. Like I say, you get in there and try to dance with somebody that's 6'7", whether they orchestrated or not. You get in there and try to dance with somebody that's 6'7". All they need to know is a little bit on how to do something, and he's held to tell the captain. So again, Earl's first loss was against Bud. Us as real boxing heads know, Fundora 6'7", working behind a legit jab game. He loses that fight, casuals gonna be, oh, he's trash. He should have been retired. He's had too many injuries. He's been thrown. He's been ejected from a car window and all. He had eye surgery. He didn't. He ran. He ducked Bud the second time around. Yeah, okay, casuals move to the side. We know what Earl was to the boxing world when he was at the top of his game. When he was at his prime. You know what I'm saying? So it, in the fashion, if he loses two in a row, it looks bad to some people, but it's like, all right, Earl, you know what I'm saying? You had your run. I appreciate everything you did for us, and we're gonna respect you. You going to the Hall of Fame regardless. You know what I'm saying? But it's just not your time no more. And that's a simple take for me. But other people, like you said, society as a whole, gonna see it and be like, oh, you was trash. I don't know why y'all was always pumping him up and this even before he got the bud. Like, come on, man, stop it. Stop it.
I think, a lot of people don't like Errol because of who he was affiliated with. You know what I'm saying? He got that cosign from Floyd, So, because think about it. Anything Floyd is affiliated with, people don't like it. Why? Because people wanted to see Floyd take an L. And when he didn't take that
Mm-hmm.
L, then it was like, man, okay, well, we got to get something that's close to him, right? Errol Spence, right? The whole PBC brand. Floyd even said it. When you talking Al Heyman, you talking Money Mayweather. When you talking PBC, you talking Mayweather Promotions. You talking Mayweather Promotions, you talking PBC. We are one. That's what he said.
Mm-hmm.
So when you look at the fighters that they got, that's why PBC gets so much slack because of who they're affiliated with. They're affiliated with Al Heyman. Now, the issue I have with the boxing world is your cosign Top Rank with Bob Arum, who do black fighters wrong, right? Who will protect fighters that he like. Prime example, he got one right now. He got Shakur. Shakur want to fight
Mm-hmm.
Lomachenko. Lomachenko told him, "Hey man, I ain't fighting him." Okay, that's cool. Oh, okay. Well, we'll put you in with George Cambosos for a vacant IBF belt. That didn't work. Nah, nah. But Cooler and Bud and all them want to focus all their energy on where the black fighters at. They want to call them niggas and fools and all type of stuff. But then when these European or white fighters say, "Hey man, I don't want to fight you," oh, it's okay. It's just the business of boxing. It's the business of boxing when it comes to somebody that's white. But this brother over here, he a P word and he's scared of you and all type of stuff. So,
Mm-hmm.
but to get back on topic, when it comes down to Errol, I just think Errol got to get that. He got to win this fight. His back on the wall. And I think he's feeling that pressure. You know what I mean? I think he's feeling that pressure. Let's look at some of these comments real quick. Flawless said, ESJ, he's fully aware and statement is going to be made, but is the one that better win in unbelievable fashion. Pressure's more on Bud. That's a good, hey, Flawless, that's a good subtopic. So, do y'all feel like there's more pressure on Bud or Errol to win this next fight?
I ain't gonna lie. He kind of took the words right out of my mouth. If I had to say it, I would say it just like he said. The pressure is on.
It's more pressure on Earl. It's more pressure on Earl to win this fight. This next fight is definitely more pressure on Earl, my boy. Like, hey, Earl, you better win this next fight. I ain't gonna cap. Even though you took on it's some uncomfortable competition when you fight somebody that's 6'7", but you better win this fight, bro. Cause it ain't gonna look too good after this if you don't win.
I'm gonna go off of what you said. We already seen again. We can refer back to the tweet. Hey, this may be the last time you see me. So Earl may know something we don't. So I feel like he's already kind of alluding to the fact that, hey, if this does go south, if I do take this L, then don't say I didn't warn y'all. Y'all got a chance to see me tweet it out. You know what I'm saying? But then again, we all know Ryan made this kind of game famous going into the Devin Haney fight. I'm gonna play these games. He could be playing a whole 100% game. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing now. Ryan made that a thing now. I'm a steer you and lure you one way, but then when I get in there and perform, hey, you're gonna think different of me, barring the fact that he, popped hot for some other things. We'll talk about that later. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, this could turn into a thing with these boxers, you know what I'm saying, trying to steer people one way and then get in there and totally outperform what they had portrayed before they got in the ring. But at the same time, I'm gonna say it's a lot of pressure on Bud as well. I'm gonna say it's an equal amount of pressure on both because like I say, I think this is something that's gonna build up for all the marbles between them two. I believe we'll have a second fight between them two, but at the same time, it's a lot of pressure. And a lot of people talking about, oh, he's fighting Marjamov. He should just watch him. Nah, man. Like once you get to a certain stature and a certain level in boxing, there is no easy fight. Now, what you do with a boxer when you get in there, if you make it look easy, then you make it look easy. But there's no easy fight. And it's just like any other sport. There's no easy fight. Period. So I'm gonna say that the pressure is on both of them equally, but at the same time, if I had to place pressure on more, you know, excuse me, on one of the other fighters more than the other, I would say Bud. I would say Bud because, like I say, we didn't see Earl take his first loss. We didn't see him lose in a crazy fashion, and he's already kind of alluded to the fact, maybe allegedly, you know what I'm saying, this could be the last time we see him. You know what I'm saying? It's just more pressure on Bud to continue to do what he do on a different level at a higher weight class.
I agree. Um, I think in the public eye, you would say Errol, but behind closed doors, I think is equal because of Terrence Crawford, what he just accomplished, and him going up to this new weight class. You know what I mean? Although I still think he gonna stop my dream off. That's just me personally. You know what I mean? But I think that real boxing heads know it's an equal amount of pressure on both these guys. You got Errol Spence who's moving up, Bud moving up. They go into a weight class where you can get clipped and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like that 154 different. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And Charlo rose to the top. He took a loss, but rose to the top and became the king, and then he got knocked off the throne. You got what I mean? But that 154 is a weight class where you could be on top, and then that's it. So, it's very interesting to see. Madrimov has a puncher's chance against Terence Crawford.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's boxing. Y'all know about I'm gonna keep it 1,000. It's boxing. Anything can happen in that ring, right? You could be
Hmm.
better than somebody and then get clipped. Look what happened to Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? So Devin Haney got man, that boy. Hey man. But like I said, I think it's an equal amount, but I think it's setting up for something great in the future between these two fighters. Ace Cannon says after Spence beats Fundora, him and Thurman will be fire. Man, look, I'm gonna say this here. I like the fight as a fan, but I understand why Errol Spence won't fight him because he didn't give Errol no shot when Errol was coming up in the game. Errol wanted to fight him. Errol wanted to share that ring with him. You know, it's a at the end of the day, though we fight, it's a business deal at the end of the day. It's a gentleman's agreement. We finna make a lot of money. And Keith Thurman was the number one welterweight at that time. He was a unified champion. Errol Spence had the IBF belt. Errol Spence been wanting to fight Keith. Nope, not today, not this week, not this month, not this second. That was him with that ponytail flapping in the wind, cuz. You know what I'm saying? Nope, not today. Nope, no. Nah, he ain't at the top no more. Yeah, I want to fight Errol. It's like Errol, like, nah, bro. Like, I surpassed you, and I agree with that. I don't see nothing wrong with it. Like as a fight fan, yeah, I would love to see that because I know how crafty Keith Thurman is as a fighter. You know what I'm saying? I know that, but at the same time, you gotta stand on morals and principles. You gotta look at if I go back on my word as a man, then it make me look a certain way. And I already said I'm
Hmm.
not fighting him. So I gotta buckle down on that. You know what I mean? But as a fight fan, I'm not gonna lie to you, I would like to fight. Although I think Errol Spence would savagely stop Keith Thurman if they were to fight because of Keith Thurman don't like body shots. You know what I mean? It just is what it is.
That fight don't need to happen at all. That fight don't need to happen at all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro. Keith Thurman ain't got nothing for Earl. That's just not a fight that needs to happen. I know Keith been trying to call out Earl for the longest, but it ain't that ain't the smoke that you want, my boy. I'm gonna tell you this now. Not at the age that he is at.
I agree. I agree. You got something, coach? You got something for that?
Oh, I'm gonna be quick about it. I'm kind of with both of y'all. I don't think it's something we need. I don't think it's something Keith wants. because, like I say, Earl is on a different aspect right now. Of course, he's focused on Fundora, but you just don't want to get once Earl get rolling. If he does beat Fundora and he get rolling at 54, bro, I don't think too many people want to stand in front of that. 'Cause like I say, he got something he's trying to accomplish and finish out, and you just a lot of people just gonna be on the chopping block, in my opinion. And Keith Thurman just don't want to stand in front of that or be one of the obstacles that's in the way. So it is what it is. Once, just think about it. If Spence come out and watch Fundora, bro, just think about it. Just think about the amount of confidence he's gonna have. What pedestal he just reset himself on. He in his mind, in the back of his head, he's like, you gonna have to be Bud Crawford to slow me down. You know what I'm saying? Of course, there's some talented people. You know, there's some real solid boxers, crafty boxers. You know what I'm saying? At the 54 division, but at the same time, just think about what that's gonna do as far as Earl Spence beating the Fondoran. You want to be the next man in line just because you ain't on top no more. And then as far as Keith Thurman, he's not even saying Keith Thurman, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember back in the day Keith Thurman making too many excuses. He got a lot of excuses nowadays. I ain't trying to see a man made of excuses getting in with an Earl Spence who's a man on a mission. That just don't make sense to me. Just stay out. I think Keith Thurman should just stay out of the way. Period. In real life.
Yeah, I feel like Errol surpassed that man, bro. It's not even worth. It's not even worth it. You know what I'm saying? Like Errol, stop him, bro. And I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm competitive, so if I was Errol, I'll fight Keith Thurman and I'll stop him. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I'll punish that boy because look, you done made me wait for all these years, and then finally, when you're not on top, you want to fight. No, I'll be like, I bet I'm gonna take you on your offer. I'll make sure they carry that boy out the ring. That's me. You know what I'm saying? That's me personally. But I understand Errol. Errol looking at it like, man, I already, tried to fight you. I mean, Errol was doing out of character stuff to try to fight this dude. Errol was popping
Mhm.
up in the man interviews and everything. Like, hey, when we fighting? Oh, not this week. Nope. Ponytail swinging like this. Not this week. Nope. Not this month. Not this year. Nope. Not doing it. You like, bro, what are you doing, bro? Like, so I don't know, man. You know,
But on my behalf, to refer back to Ace, it was a time where that fight would have been fire. But I think this day and age, I can do without it.
Calvin said we have to put that on Al Heyman because he wasn't trying to put that fight on. Yeah, he is. But Errol telling that boy, nah, he's standing on business like Drewski. He like, nah, what do I what do I need to fight him for? He ain't give me no shot. He ain't give me no opportunity. What I need to fight him for? You know what I'm saying? I just think that Keith Thurman, he need to leave Errol alone, bro. Like, go fight Boots at 147. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Boots want a name. He wants somebody. That's your opportunity to get back in the running. Go fight Boots. I understand
Yeah,
what you feel.
that's not the fight that he want because he gonna get embarrassed worse than what Crawford did his ass. I ain't gonna lie, Boo's gonna embarrass his ass even worse.
Hmm. Facts.
So you talking about Boots and Keith Thurman?
Oh no, I'm thinking my bad. I'm thinking of Earl. My bad.
No.
Oh
Hell, Keith
no.
don't want that damn smoke either. Keith, that's more of an embarrassment. That nigga don't smoke with that, bro. I don't think nobody wants smoke with Boots right now. Like he done got Crawford belt, but everybody acting scary right now. Ain't nobody trying to give that man his fight that he needs to fight.
Facts.
Well, let's talk about that. Why is that? Why is a lot of people looking at Boots as Crawford says, high risk, low reward?
I mean, as far as the risk factor, I get where Crawford coming from. It's a high risk for sure because that's not something you can get in there and be imitated and have some good sparring or good practice or good training to actually be able to build a game plan around. That's not somebody you gonna get in there and say, "Hey, I'm finna watch." High risk. We know what the risk is. You can get beat by Boots. low reward. If he win that, he's not gonna get too much out of it right now
But
because
he the only one that can say that though, because Earl can't say that. Earl can't say that's a high risk, low reward type of deal. Because if Earl win that fight against him, then Earl looks nice again. You get what I'm saying? If he wins a fight against Boots, then he looks, you know what I'm saying? He looks otherworldly again. You know what I'm saying? He back up there on the mountaintop.
I mean that's for anybody. If you get in there and beat Boots, then hey, nobody should be able to say nothing to that fighter about anything because Boots is not a pushover. It's a reason why a lot of people ain't calling out Boots' name. And I applaud Cody Crowley for going out there and doing this thing and trying to get in there with Boots because I'm not gonna say Bud is ducking him, but at the same time, Bud got the right to compete, high risk, low reward. That's the perfect way to put that and leave that
What
alone.
ducking? It's the only reason why you said that, bro. Like you're ducking that man. You didn't even have to say that, bud. You didn't even have to say that, bro. Like you already got the amount of respect. You didn't have to come out and say those words about it's a low risk, high. You know, it was just however I said it, bro. It was fucked up. Like the way he said it is messed up. It ain't.
Yeah.
It ain't. It ain't. If you want to put somebody on, go on put Bud on. Give Bud that shot, bro. Give
The,
Bud that
the
shot.
the way he put it was to more defend himself. It wasn't. I don't think it was a shot at Ennis. It was to defend himself in the situation to say, "Hey, look, I know y'all want me to fight this dude, but what do I gain out of it, win or lose?" You know what I'm saying? So Bud knows there's a chance in there where he can lose that
Shit,
fight.
you gain
Bud
more of
knows
a
that.
GOAT status because if you can beat Boots, bro, in which y'all have similar styles almost, he's just a bigger character. Like if you could beat him, then there's nothing else to talk about at this point.
Oh yeah, you preaching to the choir right now. I think the only fight for Bud is Boots. In my opinion, I don't think he should have fought nobody else. After Earl, he should have fought Boots. Like you preaching to the choir right now. I'm 100% with you. But at the same time, if I'm not going to take that fight, the best way he could have put it and left it alone is high risk, low reward. Because real boxing has understand that analogy right there. You know what I'm saying? Boots is still working on building his brand. So if I beat him, what do I get out of it? Not too much. But if I lose, I
But you
lose
get the
that. I lose
benefit
the
of
fight.
helping Boots build his brand.
He not
You
gonna
get the
do that.
benefit of it. Yeah, I mean, shit. He
Who,
Floyd helped Canelo build his brand.
you got to look at Bud though. Bud got a different mindset. Who helped Bud build his brand? Bud damn near was how old is Bud before he actually got a chance to really put his brand out there against Errol Spence? Ain't nobody help him.
Yeah.
So he got that. I mean, it's wrong, but he got the same mentality. Why should I help Boots build his brand when nobody helped me until I'm damn near out of the door? And I get where you're coming from, but at the same time, like I say, the best way Bud could have put that is high risk, low reward. That's the best. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not a fan of any boxing, but if I had to say something about Boots, and I know I'm not gonna fight him, and I don't want to fight him, high risk, low reward is the perfect analogy, is the perfect statement, and walk away from it and leave it alone.
Facts. That's facts. That's
So
facts.
So, like I say, I don't even want it. I need to see Bud versus Boots. But if Bud has a chance to walk away from it and say anything about it, that statement is 100% the best thing to do and leave it alone. Go to 154 and get away from
Vaughn say, why didn't Dud, Dud, that's what he called him, fight Keith Thurman? He said ESPN that Keith Thurman was the man. Well, I think last year, or no, after he beat Errol, Keith Thurman was calling out Dud, and Dud said that you didn't give me an opportunity, so y'all ain't getting no opportunity. And I think he tweeted at Danny Garcia and Keith Thurman that, hey, y'all fight each other because y'all didn't give me the shot. You know what I mean? So I kind of understood what he was saying, but I feel like it's not the same as Errol's situation. I feel like Bud should fight. He should have fought. He should fight Keith Thurman and Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia is at 154. So, and Keith Thurman said he willing to go up to 154 for big fights. So, you know, I think he should fight I think he should fight Keith Thurman. You know what I mean? But he recently came out back in January. It was when he tweeted at them and told them, "Hey, y'all fight each other. Y'all didn't give me opportunity." You know what I mean? But he did say on ESPN that Keith Thurman was the man, and at that time, Keith Thurman was the man. Ace Cannon said Boots and Shakur on the same boat of not being big enough names, but having the best skill and talent. I agree with that.
100%.
I agree with that. But they're going about it the wrong way. You got Boots, who just fighting. He like when they ask him about a fighter, I'll fight him. Y'all know me. I'll fight anybody, and that's it. He leave it alone. He don't go on Instagram, Twitter, X, Facebook, MySpace, Tag, Black Planet. He don't go on none of those social media websites. Y'all know about Black Planet. That's the old.
That's throwback.
That's throwback. But he don't go on none of them channels, none of them social media, and say anything on his own. You know what I mean? If he get asked about it, he'll say, "Oh, y'all want to fight Crawford? Y'all know me." You know what I mean? That's it. Now Shakur is crying about it. It's like he having a dear diary, and I got that from Boxing ago. But he got a dear diary from on his social media. Every day he crying about something. He crying about anything. Oh, these dudes don't want to fight me and this, that, and the third. The reason why you're not getting the fights is because of your promoter, right? That's just what it is. You're not getting certain fights because of your promoter. You got Lomachenko, who is on the pound for pound list under the same promotional company as you. And he told your promoter, I don't want to fight him. I want to fight him.
Mm-hmm.
And that was cool. They didn't tell him, hey, bro, nah. Okay, you can take time off, but when you come back, you fight Shakur. Nah. Who do you want to fight? George Kambosos? Fine, you can fight George Kambosos. We already know what was going to happen in that fight. Lomachenko was going to beat him, going to stop him. And that's what happened. He stopped him. George Kambosos he's a B-level fighter. He fight one way.
Shakur, you making us look bad, bro. Because you can fight Kambosos. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I ain't got as much respect for Shakur as much as people got. Like, I think he can be Kambosos. I don't think he can beat Lomachenko. I don't think he can beat Lomachenko.
I mean, you match them two up, you put them in the ring. That's a great fight, in my opinion. It'll be boring to a casual, but to see the real chess match that'll go on between them two in the ring, to see who will gain the upper hand and finally, break the rhythm and actually start attacking each other. That'll be a great chess match. That'll be some real like high level IQ type boxing. And I ain't gonna lie, man, I would like to see it, but the casuals would be like, oh, that's boring. That's a snooze fest. Yeah, facts. But and when you understand what goes into two boxes like Aluma and Shakur, you would understand that fight as soon as they get in the ring. You would know immediately what's going to happen. The first four, maybe 1 to 5, 6, you're gonna be like, man, is somebody finally gonna hit somebody? And then all of a sudden, you from 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, you'll have that like, oh my God, these boys here really trying to kill each other. Then all of a sudden it'll go back to that. All right, I think I won this fight. Let me pace myself and keep myself clean throughout. And I'm gonna just coast it out to the end. If you're a real boxing head, you will understand how that fight would go. But if you're a casual, then it's gonna be like, oh, I would never pay for that. Oh, I'm not interested in that because that'll be a boring fight. They'll just be running around. Yeah. Okay. But you would have to understand. But I ain't gonna lie. That's a tough matchup. Luma, as much as we want to keep writing Luma off, he's still a tough matchup for people, and he continues to show it. He's still a tough matchup, regardless. It is what it is. He one of the P4Ps in real life.
I think that when it pertains to that fight, what's good, Bonnie?
What's going on?
What it is.
You got something you want to say, Kid folk?
I don't know what the topic is, but I do want to say I don't want to take it off topic because I feel like Shakur. I feel like he ain't no worse than nobody else his age with the Twitterness. And Tank the face of boxing, and he be acting a fool on there. He on there playing the enemy of the enemy is my friend with Devin Haney. Let me close my sunroof. My bad. Man, he on there giving Ryan Garcia the make. Man, look, Tank is the face of Ryan Garcia kids, and he's
You should have
all
left the
that
sunroof
just
open.
off the strength. Like they all with it for real. Like they all, but
Hey, Bonnie, your phone breaking up, bro.
Open that rooftop back up so you get some service.
Your phone chopping it up, man.
Y'all silly, bro.
We got your video feed, but we get the words chopped up.
We
I
go.
feel
Hey,
like he was
mute,
going.
mute, mute your mic. We'll give you a second. We'll give you a second. You mute your mic. We'll give you a second, and then come back in real quick.
I
Unmute your
feel
mic
like
and
he
then
was
come back
on to
in.
something though. I
He
heard where he
was.
was going with it. I feel like he was on to
Yeah.
something good.
Yeah, he was cooking.
Yeah.
Hey, Bonnie, just jump back in, bro. When you got some good service. But with Cool, man, Cool just got it, man. He the issue with Cool is the crying and complaining and moaning. And Flawless hit it right on the head. He said that's because Top Rank will always keep money in house. And if you try to leave, they will do their best to sacrifice you. And that's real talk. You know what I'm saying? Um, Look what happened to Manny Pacquiao when he left or he was about to leave. He lost to Jeff Horn. Okay, last
Mm-hmm.
check, when you a champion, you don't go fight in your opponent's home country, right? Manny Pacquiao was a champion, and he went and fought in down under. He went and fought down there. You know what I'm saying? He went down to Australia and fought Crockett. He went and fought that boy, and he lost in Australia. And a lot of people feel like, how did he lose? And you watch the fight, you like, they gave the fight to Jeff Horn. Manny Pacquiao left, came to PBC. And then Jeff Horn went on and fought Terrence Crawford. And Terrence Crawford made lunch meat of that boy. You know what I'm saying? So I think that with Coor, he got to get with the program. He got to understand that Top Rank is not beneficial for his career, especially black fighters. That's why Floyd left. You know what I mean? Floyd left Top Rank because of the fact that, look, y'all, Floyd wouldn't be Floyd if he was on Top Rank. Floyd went and left the company and went and bet on himself. And look where he is now. And now he's in a
Mm-hmm.
position where he's transformed how boxing is. That's why a lot of these promoters don't like Floyd. A lot of these promoters don't like Al Heyman because they're putting a lot of the power in the fighters' hands, right? PBC fighters, man, like I told you, I stay right around the corner from Jermell Charlo. Jermell Charlo lived, and he got a massive house, right? But why is that? Because Al Heyman has put them in position to where they can make a lot of coin. See, Al Heyman thinks about, okay, we're going to put you in these top fights, but these top fights are going to set you up to make a lot of revenue. And also to where you could retire at 34, 35 years old instead of you trying to fight into your 40s trying to get that big payday and you get knocked all over the ring. You get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So Coor got to look at how Floyd did it. Coor got to look at Boots right now. Boots is ain't crying, ain't complaining. He just letting it be known.
He just performing, bro. He just whoever they put in front of him, he just perform. He ain't calling nobody out and going out here, like you said, line him up. I'm gonna just take him out down. That's basically what he's saying in this stuff, like his interviews and everything. Like y'all want me to fight him, line him up. I'll take him down.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Facts. And then I mentioned this a while ago. It's been a while since I said it, but there's different types of people throughout each division. There's different type of boxers. There's the loud and obnoxious boogeyman. There's the silent assassin. There's the guy who just looks at the camera and smiles, and then when he get in the ring, he annihilates somebody. And Shakur has to find his niche within all those different type of boxes. And right now, he's just running his mouth too much. And like I say, his mouth is overshadowing his skill set because Shakur is a solid boxer, and just like old boy was saying, he's really not too different from anybody else that's in his era right now. And I 100% agree. That's why I wish he could finish what he was saying because I feel like he was on something. He was cooking, and I feel like he was going to make 100% logical sense with it. But at the same time, it's like because Shakur keeps bringing up certain names. I believe the way he can tweet, he can talk, he can be braggadocious, he can promote his brand however he wants to, but stop bringing the other names into it because that's how money was. He said, well, he was braggadocious, he was conceited, he was confident, he was all that, but he never brought up anybody's name, and that's how he really built his brand. And when he got in the ring, he performed and he showed, hey, I'm gonna do what I do and I'm gonna talk my shit because I do it, and I'm talking about myself and I ain't bringing up nobody's name. I'm gonna let y'all pick the fight. Y'all pick who y'all want me to fight. And when I fight him and when I beat him, I don't want to hear nothing. And I'm not going to say nothing. I'm going to be looking for the next fighter y'all want me to fight. And I believe if Shakur can understand where Money May was coming from to take on that same role and move forward in that manner, I believe he'll bolster himself to where he needs to be. But right now, like I say, his mouth is overshadowing his skill and what he can really do and what he can potentially be when it comes to the boxing world. And then right now, I want to say this too before I forget. They need to let their Money May era go.
Mm.
That zero, that undefeated, that's not gonna happen in y'all era because it's too many of y'all. It's too many of y'all right now. It's too many of y'all with that master class boxing skill set, with that solid jab game, with the solid IQ, with playing chess matches. And it's too many of y'all. Most of y'all ain't going undefeated, and it is what it is. So to continue to duck each other just because you want to be undefeated is foolish because you're gonna taint your career just because, oh, I didn't get in there with a Tank, or I ain't getting there with a Haney, or I ain't getting there with a Tiafimo, I ain't getting there with a Ryan, I ain't getting there with a Shakur. You're gonna taint your career just because of that. Because you want to be undefeated. I respect you more if you are Shakur and you get in with a Tank and get slept. Man, at least he did it. He got in there. Even same thing for Tank. Tank ain't out of the equation. Tank, get in there with a Haney. If he outbox you, he outbox you. We know that ain't gonna happen. If you lose, you lose. Though I respect you more. But stop going off of that Money Mayweather era where you want to retire with a goose egg. That don't mean nothing, bro. That don't mean nothing. Look at Errol Spence. Look at some of these fighters that done took it. Canelo, 2 big L's, and he still got my respect, even though he ducking Benavidez. But they have to let that going undefeated stuff go so they can really build a brand and go where they're supposed to. Because the way they're set up, none of them are supposed to go undefeated. None of them. None of them.
Real.
What you got, Paid
Yeah,
for?
it's so much talent. It's so much talent. That was good. That was good. Yeah.
What you paid for? What you got?
What's going on? Salute to y'all, bro. Shit.
Look,
My only issue with Shakur is, bro, I don't like the contradicting shit that he do. He do that shit a lot. And that's my only issue. His mouth, like Dog said, his mouth overshadow his boxing skills because he do a lot of talking. And then for him to say that he don't wanna fight De Los Santos again, but yet you telling Tank to go fight De Los Santos. Why would Tank fight someone that's coming off of a loss? That's your work, bro. Like, if you were hurt, like you say that you were hurt, why not go and rematch him, bro? Instead, and this my thing, bro. This my only issue I be having, bro. Like they don't hold other fighters to the same standards as far as like they try to put everything on Tank. Like Tank, he need to do this, he need to do that. No, bro. You need to put yourself in position. For instance, Shakur talking about Tank is ducking him after the fact that he said that he wasn't ducking him. And, you know what I'm saying, shitting on his resume now all of a sudden. But I think that fight going to be harder to make just because of the business side of it, from the simple fact that who Shakur deal with as far as Jay Prince, him and Al Heyman don't get along. So I think that fight is going to be harder to make unless he separates himself from Jay Prince.
Facts.
And you know what I'm saying, just in the situation of like, bro, if you on your last fight at Top Rank, bro, get away from them. If you say they mistreating you like you say they is, bro, why stay with them? But if you go back and you re-sign with them, bro, I bet not never hear you call Tank name again because now it's like you just fucking clout chasing, bro. If you really want to fight, bro, you can go over there. Just like I said, just like he going to negotiate with Top Rank or whatever with the fights that he want. Make sure you can go to the PBC and do the same damn thing. Just make sure they put Tank on that contract before you sign it.
Facts.
Ain't no point in getting on social media telling motherfuckers that this nigga ducking you, but yet you still ain't even putting yourself in position to actually want to make the fight. And that's the same shit that happened with Devin Haney. I said, bro, just like you called Eddie to get Regis, you called Oscar De La Hoya to get Ryan. Why you can't call Al Heyman to get Tank? So you and your daddy running around doing all this wolfing at the mouth, but bro, just selling wolf tickets and shit, basically trying to sway the public, basically making motherfuckers think that you really want this fight, but you ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing none of the shit you doing to make the fight that you do with other motherfuckers. So
in real life.
Yeah, so it's like I think it'd be a lot of motherfuckers clout chasing, dog, and I don't excuse Tank. Now if Shakur go to go to PBC and say like, hey, you know what I'm saying, I want Tank on the contract or whatever, and they say no, I can't offer you, then we gonna come back and cook Tank. But make yourself available for that to happen, opposed to going to sign all these deals and then calling the motherfucking name, knowing that y'all can't make the fight because you got a 3-fight fucking deal lined up.
Facts.
Hey, some good stuff, boy. Some good stuff, boy. Some good stuff.
I agree.
Nah, for sure.
I agree. I ain't got no rebuttal to that. That's real life.
On the head.
Everybody making all these loudly barking calls. But ain't nobody doing nothing behind
that boy that came in and dropped the mic on our ass.
For sure. I'll be doing this boxing shit sometime, bro. I don't be on YouTube to like make a profit off the shit. I'm trying to learn how to make the videos and shit to it. But no, I definitely enjoy talking to motherfuckers that know what they talking about and not motherfuckers just willing to try to argue with a motherfucker just because it's their favorite fighter. Nah.
Right.
We ain't doing that. Because a lot of these motherfucking channels be out here be capping like a motherfucker. Pro Devin Haney channels, Shakur channels, even sometimes Tank channels, bro. It's just like, I want to call it down the middle, bro.
Facts. That's fact. And you got to do it like that. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these dudes want to put something on fighters in the sport of boxing.
Yeah.
You look at the Haneys, they was putting a narrative on Tank. Say, oh, Tank don't want to fight us. But it's like, y'all done fought on every promotional company besides PBC.
Exactly.
Y'all fought on the Zone, ESPN, y'all done fought everywhere. Like you point out, he went to De La Hoya and Golden Boy. He went to Bob Arum to get that Cambosos fight. And if I'm cool, that's my reason to not re-sign with Top Rank, because this outsider came in here and got a Cambosos fight before me and became
Exactly. And then they treat Loma like they motherfucking Princess Doll and shit. This nigga, it don't matter what the fuck happened with him. Now, and I ain't gonna say Loma passed his prime or nothing like that, but it's just like this motherfucker just bumped the line when it come to Bob and shit. Like he can, that nigga ain't got to wait in line for nothing. He gonna get a title shot off rip.
Facts.
Yep.
And then Shakur, if you seeing this shit, why would you want to sign with a company like that? If you ain't already seen your big bro Bud go through the same shit, so why would you stay? Jay Prince or not, nigga, you can always find another manager. I think it's gonna be hard as hell to get up out that mob tie shit, but you know what I'm saying, it's all you can find another motherfucking manager, but it's like I said, you can't be out here bluffing and shit, talking about motherfuckers ducking you and shit, but you ain't even actually trying to chase the fight for real. Other than saying the bullshit on social media.
I think he just trying to bark behind the gate. You know?
Yeah.
I hate to keep bringing this up, but that's how Bud was before. You know, when Bud had an opportunity to basically leave Top Rank, he re-signed with it, but was still barking behind the gate. Hey, I want Errol Spence.
I'll be right back, fellas.
All right, bro. PBC got at the time, Errol Spence, Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia, Sean Porter. All of them were champions at the time. Right?
Yep.
You on Top Rank, you the only welterweight champion over there. Why don't you go where them dogs is at? Maybe you can get one of them fights.
Yeah.
Not saying you would have got all of them, but hey, you would have got at least one or two of them fights.
Exactly. No, you're right, bro. You're right.
So it was. That's why I held on to the fact that it was strategic game planning by Crawford. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he was sitting there saying, "Oh, I want to fight Errol, this, that, and the third," kind of like what Core doing with Tank. But when I don't know, when you really want to do something, it's nothing to talk about. You gonna go do it.
For sure.
You know what I mean? It, I can't. I can sit here and talk about something all day, but actions be like.
I don't think that's the first. If once the transition transpires, I don't think that's the first fight he should be taking, though.
No,
Tank?
exactly.
Hell no.
No, and that's the thing, and it's the reason why I agree with you, bro. Because if we look at the motherfuckers that Shakur been fighting, bro, he hasn't been fighting top competition. So therefore, if you make it under those lights with Tank, bro, you're not battle tested yet to get under those lights, bro. Yeah, you doing it against these niggas that you know that you can beat. But it's when it's a real motherfucker in front of you, it's different, bro. All that energy ain't the same. And like I said, motherfuckers be think the tank a hoe, bro. Motherfuckers know, bro. That nigga, he a nigga that's really from the trenches. So you could tell the difference when a nigga just acting, a nigga just playing like they tough.
Yep.
So it's like, man, it ain't no way to go around that shit. I just feel like I think Shakur let Floyd put a fucking battery in his back, bro. And
Well, I think it's more Jay Prince in them because you know Jay Prince. Everybody know about Jay Prince. Everybody know how he move and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Think it's more of that. He under Jay Prince and he feel like hey, I'm that dude now.
Nah, for sure.
You know what I mean? It's like anybody who get under Jay Prince is like they start changing who they are. You know,
for sure.
You know, and that's why all that gangster stuff that he trying to portray himself to be because he from a certain area. Look, we all dang near. I'm not saying about it, but a lot of people come from the hood, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people do, but that don't mean you on them trenches like that. It don't mean you out there hitting licks, going on missions, doing none of that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, you're a boxer, bro. You are a pro boxer. Yes, you may have hood ways. You may have seen some stuff, but you weren't doing it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you know, the core that I seen coming out the Olympics didn't act like that.
Yeah.
He didn't act like that. Now the Tank that I see now is the Tank that I saw back then.
Yeah.
It's consistent.
Yeah.
Core was a, smiling, happy-go-lucky kid. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Then now he a gangster. He doing videos the hoodie on. He on Twitter calling dudes out their name, Frank Martin, a Beezy, and all that.
Right.
And I don't mean to cut you off, but that ties back into what I said earlier. You know what I'm saying? There's different type of characters and characteristics when it comes to boxing. If you're a happy-go-lucky motherfucker when it comes to your game plan, then be that. Ain't nothing wrong with a motherfucker that smile outside the ring, then get in there and whoop some ass. We might respect you more because you ain't nobody to be played with just because you do smile.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't gotta have a mean mug or I'm gonna fuck you up mentality. Like K-Po said, you're a product of your environment, but at the same time, when you get with certain people and you move forward, and just because you tied up with certain people don't mean you gotta portray. Same thing. It's off topic, but Drake and Kendrick. Drake, you ain't had to go to the streets. You could have stayed with the R&B talking about women and money.
Yeah.
You went over there and got in the streets, and now you wrapped up with somebody who got ties in the streets, and now you getting murdered on the scene. Same thing with Shakur, bro. Stay who you are. Stay who you are. Just like Ryan Garcia. He's been devoted and dedicated to who he is since the beginning. He's a Jesus freak, and he gonna let you know that. He gonna let you know that from beginning to end. So why can't Shakur be happy-go-lucky, smile about it, and keep it moving? Somebody bring your name up, smile about it, say cheese, goddamn it, and when you get a chance, when you get the opportunity to get in there and box with him, then scrap with him. Let him know you ain't to be played with. That's simple.
Facts. They keep thinking it's friends in this shit, man. And that's what
Mhm.
and that's why I say, even I think who was it? Was it Keyshawn that inbox Tank asking that nigga, can he come spar with him? Like, bro,
Mhm.
man, we know who you close to, bro. Like, what the fuck you think this is, nigga? That was a whole damn setup, bro. Like, watch out, man. So you can go back and tell Shakur what the fuck we doing in the gym, man. Watch out, bro.
Right. 100%.
I think Tank will knock them damn dreads out that boy head. Tank, I'm just keeping it. Tank ain't nothing to play with, man.
Nah, for real. And they don't understand that shit, bro. They think that like they always talking about this nigga ain't fighting nobody, but shit, it look like everybody this nigga done fought to me look like them wins aging well, shit. Them wins is aging well, and I damn sure damn near I believe Barrios can beat damn near everybody on Shakur record.
Mm,
Oh yeah.
facts.
If we being
100%.
honest.
Facts. I
Because
mean,
we mentioned it earlier. The biggest names on Shakur record is Herring and Conceição,
Come on.
and
And then
they washed.
And then the crazy part about them motherfuckers is the fact that Shakur was already their sparring partner before that time, before he
But
actually fought them.
He
but
better know.
ain't nobody trying to call out Isaac Cruz though.
Exactly. Facts. Facts. Like I
The
said, I
real
don't know.
Matias.
Hey, I don't know no nigga that's gonna knock him out, bro. That nigga, that rockhead ass dude, bro. Nobody knocking him out, bro. It's, it's over
Oh.
for that one.
Him and Matias, they different, bro. Ain't nobody barking them two names.
Yeah, facts. And that's why I said it's like what we saw against Devin Haney and Ryan, bro. Devin is damn near food at 140, bro. Like if we being, you can't sit. Like, don't get me wrong, bro. He's a great boxer, but his daddy
Hmm.
talked him into some bullshit that he know he wasn't ready for. I think they let that Regis fight get to his head, cause, bro, you never been a power puncher, bro. You always have respectable power, but you never been a power puncher, bro. So what the fuck are you telling a power puncher to meet you in the middle of the ring for?
Hmm. And I don't wanna sound like a Haney hater, but if we gonna talk about cherry picking and hand pick, that Regis Probate fight was hand picked and cherry picked for Haney.
Tailor made for him, bro.
That was perfect for him, dog.
Tailor made for him. And I done said that several times, bro. That Regis fight was a tailor made fight, bro. And then
Hmm.
then when you get in there with a nigga that's actually your size, we see the difference. Bro, like
Hmm.
I don't give a fuck if they say the nigga was on PEDs or not, bro. That nigga you got exposed that night. And we already knew that you was chinny to begin with from the Linares fight.
Right,
So
right.
we going on that topic because I made videos about that, and
yeah.
I had people, trying to come for me. I said the PEDs didn't help Ryan Garcia beat Devin
At
Haney.
all. At all.
Mm.
Think about it, bro.
It-
If you go back and look at that fucking fight, bro, that nigga was gassing the fuck out and he was fighting in
I was going to
spurts.
say the same thing.
The nigga was fighting in spurts. So you
But
mean
and
to
then
tell if this nigga on PEDs, okay, if we gonna talk about PEDs, like, man, that shit crazy because like I don't even trust the Victor Conti shit just because like why the
no.
fuck would this nigga come to the most corrupt sport it is and get a pass in the shit? Like you telling motherfuckers you can circumvent testing, and also you telling motherfuckers that you giving motherfuckers performance enhancing without the drugs. Like what? Like who the fuck you think, man? Come on, bro.
And
Come
then
on, bro.
he Haney right hand man.
Exactly. Even
Like,
got
come
the
on,
nigga
bro.
on the documentary, bro. He got the nigga on the documentary with the shit.
Facts.
Saying that
So
nigga's a master chemist. Like, what?
right, you crazy. If he can't
Man.
pull some stuff off, if anybody can pull it off, it's gonna be Victor Conti.
And exactly. And then the crazy part about it, the nigga, like I'm thinking the nigga gonna be on some Miguel Cotto shit when he fought Antonio Margarito when he get his get back and shit. That nigga said, I don't see myself fighting him right now. Like, what? Bro, did you?
Because he know
He
that's not
know.
the reason. He know the reason why he lost is because of that game plan. He know
Exactly.
he felt that power, and he know he can't stand up against that. He know
Listen,
that.
you know that, and that's my thing. Because we always been saying, bro, yes, he was a great boxer if he keep a motherfucker on the outside, but you can't keep a motherfucker on the outside for 36 minutes. You're going to have to sit down and fight, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
all that good boxing shit you doing, cool. That's cool. Stick to that game plan. But when a motherfucker, like, he need to really put somebody in his corner that actually been inside the ring that can dictate shit. Because his daddy never been inside the ring, so he don't know what the fuck. You know what I'm saying? I commend the nigga for taking him this far. But, bro, you need help, bro. You need help.
He almost got his son killed.
Yeah, for real. For real. For real. And I kept telling motherfuckers was writing Ryan Garcia off. I'm like, bro, I'm not writing this man off. And then everybody talking about he gonna knock Ryan Garcia. Bro, y'all crazy?
How? With what? With what?
With what power, bro? What the hell is wrong with y'all? Like, man, bro. That Devin Haney, bro, his fans is the most delusional fucking fans, bro. They have the most delusional fan base I have ever seen, bro.
Nah, they not.
Can't tell these motherfuckers nothing.
They not. They not comparing to the Bud Buddies. Them
True. Facts.
Bud Crawford fans, man, they on another level. I agree. I had dudes talking about he want to fight me because of I was talking. I said, bro, you gonna fight me over a man that don't even know you?
Exactly, bro. That would be killing me, bro. They be so emotionally invested into these fighters, bro. These niggas don't know you, bro. Like, they don't know you, bro. Why are you going around for this nigga?
And they wouldn't care if they met you. They go sign whatever you ask them to sign and look for the next person that wants a signature. But they don't care nothing about us, man.
Facts. Like, that's why I said I'd rather come to. I like rocking with YouTube channels or whatever that just like straight down the middle, bro. Y'all ain't in no bias, and I've been rocking with you for a minute, bro. I fuck with your content, like I said, the shit you saying, like we be on the same type of time. So I'm like, bro, yeah, dog know what the fuck going on. He ain't one of these other niggas out here trying to just uplift the motherfucker and tear another nigga down and shit. Because what a motherfucker be doing is that they want to preach that pro-black shit when a motherfucker is tearing Devin Haney down, but they ain't gonna talk about the shit with this nigga daddy out here passing out niggas mug shots and shit.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying?
And he called Tank a monkey.
Exactly. And then all of a sudden we the niggas without no daddy because we don't support the goofy shit the nigga be doing, bro. Like, man, watch out, bro.
It be them niggas that create the separation. The ones that do have a father-son relationship. They come over here pointing the finger. That's why you ain't got no, like, bro. Okay, now you creating the separation. You supposed to be helping just because. Now I don't have a daddy, and you got your son. You supposed to want to step in and be like, all right, I know your pops ain't around, but let me help you out right here. But no, you want to point the finger, call us monkeys, and say that's why you ain't got no daddy. Like, come on, bro. You causing the separation. You causing the division down, between black folks.
No,
like, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Bill showed his level of ignorance when he was on that interview with Floyd talking about he 50 and on the streets and he's still in the streets. And Floyd like, I'm not. I'm still like not either. Like, man, look, I'm 30-something years old. I ain't got time to be standing out there.
Man, come on, bro. Who the fuck glorifying the streets still, bro? At 50 though. Nigga, you been to the penitentiary. You talking about you 50 and 0 in the streets, nigga. You done lost already when you went to jail. What the fuck are you?
Facts. And these streets, and I when he made that comment, I was like, the streets not loyal to you. You know what I'm saying?
At all.
They not loyal to you, bro. You can be doing something for a dude one day, and then that dude just decide, you know what, man, I don't like how this boy shining. Hey, man, we gonna kill Cuz. So then now you in a situation where you got this dude you just helped, you done gave him money or a job opportunity, whatever the case is. Now he got them boys at your house. So it's just like, man, when he made that comment, he's not being a good representation for Devin in that aspect. But he's done a phenomenal job getting Devin Haney and promote. He's doing what he's supposed to do as a dad.
Yeah,
but
facts.
He kind of also bringing this negative light on Devin. I've watched Devin Haney since he was fighting in Mexico. He used to shoot them little vlogs on his YouTube channel. And he'll post his fights on his YouTube channel and him sparring and all that. So I've been watching. And I rooted for him. I said, this dude gonna be a good boxer one day.
Yeah.
Get to the top, and now his daddy, he tripping.
Right. And then, like I said, a nigga, like, if anything, like I said, I respect the nigga that wanted to go and get his get back opposed to asking a motherfucker to email them a win, bro. Like, man, what is we doing, bro? Like when they start doing shit like that, bro. Like, no, go fight. If you really believe that nigga beat you because of some cheating shit, it's ways that you can get around that, bro. You can have 24/7. Y'all got the money. 24/7 drug testing.
Facts.
And then to tie into all of that, you email and asking, okay, if you get your undefeated record back, if you gonna get Regis Prograis his belt back? Because he definitely asked for his
Exactly.
belt back. I bet you
Exactly.
won't do that though.
Cause
I bet you
motherfuckers
won't
been
do that.
denying that shit. Motherfuckers been denying that shit. Like, and motherfuckers acting like they don't know. Talking about it ain't against the rules, bro. If it's in, that man said that shit, it was in his contract that man couldn't come over 15% on fight night, and this nigga came in 18% over the weight.
Mm, mm, mm.
Then they
And you,
back door and get that tank. My bad. Go ahead.
oh
My
no,
bad.
my bad. Yeah, and then the nigga want to argue. Then you want to come out this bitch argue about 3 pounds, bro. When you could have had a next day. That's your fault, bro. You accepted the money. You accepted the money. You could have had a motherfucker next day weigh in for the nigga. But you knew that you was finna rehydrate the fuck back up to a bigger size anyways. So that's why you
Mm-hmm.
didn't do that.
Facts. And then they want to get that tank for making it straight up. It is what it is. All right, cool. Some of that shit, all right, we can go back and look at it and say maybe you shouldn't have done that to that boy. Maybe you should have let him get a little bit of rehydration in him or something. But they get that tank for saying, hey, bro, we fighting at 135. You finna be 135. It is what it is. It ain't finna be
Mm-hmm.
none of that superhero type shit when you come in and fight. But they get mad at Tank for making sure everybody what they supposed to be. You weighed in at 135. I ain't fighting now. You better be 135 because it's not. It's a wrap. It's a scrap.
Right.
It's nothing.
Right.
And
Right.
So
when you look at the greats back in the day, when Floyd said, "Hey, we fighting at," I'm just gonna say we fighting at 148, and you talking about, and then he put a 10-pound rehydration clause and say you on fight night you only can weigh 158, and you talking about no, I don't want no rehydration clause. What Floyd gonna say? You don't want to fight.
Exactly.
fact,
For
Exactly.
real.
fact,
Exactly.
fact.
You don't want to fight. All this complaining and rehydration. That's the Ryan talking about where the reason why he lost the tank because the rehydration clause. Truthfully, in my opinion, he looked sharper in the tank fight than he did the Devin fight.
Exactly.
100%.
Exactly. And what nigga
100%.
you know? And this my thing with that shit. You talking about that you was dehydrated? What nigga you know that's eating motherfucking street tacos during a media day workout?
Mm, mm.
Come on,
For
but
real, for real.
you're weight drained. That was a built-in ass excuse, bro, because he knew motherfuckers was going. He has a large following. Of course, motherfuckers gonna follow that bullshit. But the motherfuckers that really know, bro. Ain't no nigga eating. And then you talking about you was drinking beer, which got yeast in it. Man, get the fuck out of here, bro.
You ain't weight drain, my guy. You straight. You good. You got your ass whooped. It is what it is. You took a L, bro.
He,
Motherfuckers don't
Exactly.
know how to lose these days. They don't know how to
I,
lose these days.
I told a Ryan Garcia fan the other day. I said I don't care if they fight at 190. The same thing gonna happen.
It
The
is.
same thing gonna happen every time.
It
Every
is.
time.
Like
Just
I.
it was a world class ass whooping, bro. Like it don't matter what weight they fight at, it's gonna be the same results, bro. I
Ain't no
Mm-hmm.
understand
change.
they had that little 3-3 shit in the amateurs, but no, not in the pros.
And the
Not
pros
in the
is
pros.
different. It's different. It's levels to that shit. And like I said, it's crazy that a nigga that y'all consider an elite boxer couldn't even make adjustments in the ring, kept getting caught with the same fucking shot.
And that's what I said. It don't matter what your daddy knew at that point. Like you the one that's been in there. Your daddy ain't never been in there. You yourself should automatically know, okay, cool. My pops is at peak coaching performance. I need to do what I gotta do. Hey pop, I ain't going back in the center of the ring. I don't give a damn what you talking about. I'm finna box this dude. And then the crazy
Mm-hmm.
part is he should have known that it was still he still had a chance with the scorecard. But he kept going back to the center of the ring. Ryan
Mm-hmm.
Garcia was spamming the left hook, bro. He was spamming it. There was no other punch he was thinking about.
Man,
Not no other punch. Not a jab, not an uppercut, not a feint, not nothing. He was spamming the left hook. And
man.
Haney kept taking his goofy ass in there and walking right into that left hook. Bro, like,
Yep.
come on, man. If I'm
Yep.
an elite boxer, I got a million tricks in my bag to get away from this left hook.
Right.
What I'm gonna keep walking into that for? I don't care what my daddy telling me. I don't care what my coach. Hey, coach, you finna get me killed, bro. Well,
Yep.
damn what you talking about. Damn what you talking about. I'm finna box. I'm finna sticky move. I'm finna get on my bicycle.
Yep.
And he probably
Because
would have still won the fight.
facts. Because if we look at it, bro, from the first round, I gave that to Ryan. From 2 to 6, I gave that to Devin. He was literally outboxing him, but he went away from the game plan. He went away from that again, trying to stand in the middle and box with him, bro. You can't do that with no power puncher, bro. Like
You
your
can't.
IQ was terrible. Your IQ terrible, bro. If you didn't pick, if you know that you, and it's like you sitting there with your chin in the air and you kept doing the same thing over and over, bro. No adjustments whatsoever.
Being ignorant.
But
Like he didn't daze you in the first round, bro. Not round 5, round 1
yeah,
with a left hook, and you walking right into it every chance you got. You walking right into the left hook.
That
Like, come
boy,
on, man, that says a lot.
that boy Ryan had that man doing a nay in the first round, bro. Once I seen that, I said, yeah, this ain't gonna be good for Devin. He never really recovered after that first round, in my opinion. No, like I said, he had some good solid rounds where he thugged it out, rounds 2 to 6. You saw him really, I forgot what round it was. He landed them up jabs in a row. That kind of hurt Ryan a little bit, you know. But then
yeah,
round 7 came, go,
yeah,
go, 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 go.
yeah.
Spamming them, bro.
You know what I'm
Spamming.
saying?
And then the crazy part, the nigga had the ref on. The ref actually saved Devin a couple times, man. To be honest, because a lot of them motherfucking knockdowns wasn't even counted.
Bro, he got knocked down like 5, 6 times.
Yeah, facts.
It was to the point where Ryan was catching him, and Devin Haney chin was on him left, and Ryan looking down like, real, like that's not a what, like Devin Haney chin on Ryan Garcia's abs, and his abs was what's keeping Devin Haney from touching the canvas,
Hey,
bro.
hey, pause, no diddy.
Pause.
Pause, no
Pause,
diddy.
bro.
Hey, I'm about to
Pause, no
pull.
Pause.
Hey,
diddy.
y'all, my bad. I'm about to pull right back up. I'm out shit staticking right now. I'm gonna come back in though.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, pause, no diddy. But it was just it was crazy how the referee was trying to uphold Haney. Like, all right, cool, we get it. He still got a fighting chance, but man, this dude finna die in front of you. You study letting this man get back up. Like it was like at least 3, 4 times in a row where I was like, Haney ain't getting back up. And I'm like, how is he standing up? And I went back and watched it. Dude was literally laying like Paul no diddy on Ryan Garcia abs with his chin like this, like, oh, real, like, bro, that's a knockdown. No knockdown, no knockdown. Like, bro, come on, get up out of here, bro.
Hey,
And
man.
I,
now Tank be making some Floyd adjustments too. Tank be having them Floyd adjustments where he knows how to adjust and he ain't even got to listen to his corner.
oh yeah, facts. He Tank IQ is underrated. A lot of people don't give credit to Tank for his IQ because he takes away your best asset. Like Tank will sit there and let you show him
But that
your
be
best asset. And once he figured it out, it's like, okay, I won't let you do that no more. And if you feel like it's gonna be a problem, guess what? On demand. I ain't got time to play with this dude. On demand. Boom, go to sleep. We finna go home.
Yeah,
yeah.
Tank.
If Tank feel like you ain't supposed to be in the ring with him, and he gonna get you up out of there.
Yeah,
He ain't not gonna waste no time with you.
yeah.
Period.
He got that melatonin for you. You know what I'm saying? Look what he did to Leo Santa Cruz. Leo Santa Cruz throwing that straight right 3 times in a row, slip, uppercut, sleep. The boy leg
That
looked like a bent back paper clip. He was laying right. I said, "Oh
and
my god,
And
that
it's
boy!"
crazy that Leo kept spamming that same uppercut because Tank had showed him twice already. I got a way to get away from this punch. He showed him 2 different ways. The first time was just a small slip. The first time was a step and roll under. The third time he said, "Okay, I'm just gonna pull counter." He pulled, leaned to the side, came up underneath, and put him to sleep. I'm like, bro, why would you keep spamming that? He showed you 1 and 2 times, 2 different ways he can get away from it. And then I think the first time he kind of just threw it like a little light uppercut. The second time he kind of fainted, and then the third time he said, "Okay, this is enough." Pull and got him up out of there. I'm like, bro, you playing, bro. And I respected Leo Santa Cruz at that time. Leo Santa Cruz used to be one of my favorite fighters.
X.
Just because of how great he was and his style of boxing. He came forward no matter what. And he was coming out of the sleep something.
Yeah.
But when Tank did that, I was like, oh my God, bro, I don't know what you was thinking, Leo. But at the same time, you better. And we ain't seen Leo since. Thank God we get to see him again against Abner Morris in the third fight. Thank God, because I wanted to see Leo again after that, but we ain't seen him in a while.
Friend said, how would this look on Devin Haney if they overturn the victory from Ryan? If they gave Devin a win, this would look bad. But this is how I feel about it. They can give him whatever he wants. It don't negate the fact that you got the brakes beat out for you. The beautiful thing we have today is we got memory and we got YouTube. All I gotta do is
baby.
Pull that fight up and be like, this you right here. This you getting knocked out. So if they give you that 31, 30, whatever and 0, you know what I'm saying? They give you that, it's a wrap.
And I'm when it come to that, like I say, if they gonna give him that, in my opinion, I feel like the dude should have a draw and a loss because I don't feel like the Lomachenko fight was a unanimous decision in either one of them. It wasn't unanimous for Loma and it wasn't unanimous for Devin. That fight should have been a draw, and I think it should be a rematch between the two. But at the same time, if they give him back his goose egg, we still can go back and look at film on the Lomachenko fight, where that was a draw, and we still can go back and look at film on what Ryan did, regardless of the PEDs. Because like my boy said, the PEDs didn't help Ryan at all. If anything, it did him a disservice because he got tired. He really wasn't in there trying to do actually work. He was spamming the left hook. So what did the PEDs really do to negate the fact that Devin got his ass whooped? What did it really do? Nothing. Didn't do nothing.
I think they think because he got PEDs, they're trying to use that as an excuse for Devin. And look, there's been many fighters that, and I'll give you an example. Frank Martin versus Michelle Rivera. Michelle Rivera popped dirty. He was on roids. What happened to Michelle Rivera in that fight? Domination. Domination. Boys got dominated. So look at that. Thumbs up. The reason why the PEDs, yeah, they can make you strong and all that, but you still gotta fight. You still gotta be able to be using your IQ and be able to do what you need to do in there. But Ryan looked horrible. And that's what I mean when I say it didn't enhance his performance. That's what I mean by that. Right? And what I truthfully think, right? And I could be very well wrong. And y'all know, boss, if I'm wrong, I'll come here and say I'm wrong. I ain't running for no smoke. I think that man took a contaminated pre-workout or some type of, protein or something, right? That's what I think. I don't think he looked at Devin and was like, I need to take something. Nah, I would expect that if he would have fought Tank, now I'd be like, yeah, hey. But what is it? When the last time Devin Haney stopped somebody?
Boy, when? But I say this too. I said this to you before, K-Pro. I put it in our group chat. If there was a time where Ryan really needed to take PED, you just brought up the name. Well, he should have took Tank. You say you was weight drained. You needed some power, as our grandma Margie would say. You needed some power. Hey, well, you should have took the PEDs then against Tank. But there was no signs of any evidence of Ryan Garcia needed to take anything to enhance him to be able to surpass Devin Haney. Devin Haney was not, like I say, if Devin Haney was gonna get in there and box and do his thing, then cool. But there was nothing in this fight that made me think Devin Haney was gonna knock out.
Y'all doing the shit. They doing the shit that Drake doing, gaslighting and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like y'all waited to the fight. The nigga tested before the fight, passed. Y'all still let the man fight, and then y'all after the fight, y'all want to talk about he suspicious of some banned suspect.
Overconfident. They underestimated Ryan 100%. Like you thought you was finna go in there and beat that man. Well, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
And Devin, you look even more weak going on ESPN talking about like just hey, you know what I'm saying? I you know what I'm saying? I don't feel like I should fight him anymore because he cheated and stuff. But bro, you got your ass whooped, nigga. You should feel like you should get your ass back in there and try to get a W off of this nigga for real.
Right.
Shit,
What's good? I want to hear what he had to say, bro.
y'all can
So,
hear me? Y'all can hear
yeah,
me?
Yeah, we can
Yeah,
hear
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Oh shit, what's up with y'all, man? How y'all feeling?
We
Chilling,
great,
chilling, chilling.
blessed.
That's what's
what's
up, man. Shit, man, y'all. The nigga Ryan cheated. What we talking about?
Hey,
Nah,
look, look,
Sorry,
look.
no.
I
I
don't
mean, the
think
game
so.
plan. I mean, the nigga. He definitely. I think he cheated for sure, but I don't think that changed the fact that Devin had a terrible game plan. His dad sent him in there to try to go kill the nigga when we all know he's pillow fisted, right? I think if Ryan go in there with the right game plan, I think he can beat the nigga. I think he can beat Ryan fairly easily, but he definitely got exposed that night. The chin definitely not there. We always knew it was questionable, but this definitely solidified it. Uh, and they just need to keep him in there in boxing matches. He don't need to be in no more fights. He don't need to be in no more fights if you want to keep a belt. If
100%. That's nothing but the truth right there. If Haney want to win something, we know what it is. Stick and move. Counterpunch a little bit and get the hell up out of there. You don't
So,
need to be in there trying to exchange with nobody in the
so
middle of the ring.
what's the next fight he can take though?
well, he has to fight. He has to fight Sandor Martin. Um, or he gonna lose his belt. It goes to purse bid on June 8th.
Yeah,
So
I know soon. Yeah, I was about to say it soon.
so apparently what happened was when he fought Regis, right? I think Regis was supposed to fight Sandor Martin, but he chose to fight uh Devin. So
Mm-hmm.
bigger fight, more money. So he fought Devin. They paid Sandor Martin step aside money. And then they told Devin, okay, Devin beat Regis. He said, look, you got to fight Sandor Martin. And Devin went and fought, of course, Ryan Garcia. So now Devin has to fight Sandor Martin. Unless he can convince the WBC to be like, hey, look, um, I need more time. You know what I mean? I'll fight him at the top of the year, which I think Devin should do. I think Devin need to take the rest of the year off.
Oh,
Truthfully.
fact.
And fighting a Sandor
The
Martin,
rest of the year and fighting 2025?
yeah. I think he need to take the rest of the year off because of the mental aspect of it. You know what I mean? Yeah, he lost the fight and ran pop dirty, but I think the mental aspect of it. Sandor Martin is he a
Mute your mic, bro. Mute your mic.
Sandor Martin, he's a tricky fighter. He's crafty, right? He's a guy that's he not a dude you can just get out of bed and be like, I'm finna whoop him. Like you really gonna have to train. And I think that's a sneaky Devin should win, but it's a sneaky tough fight for Devin, especially coming off this loss to Ryan Garcia. You know what I mean? Now, if Devin would have went in there and mollywop Ryan Garcia, and then it was like, you got to fight Sandor Martin, I'd be like, oh, no brainer. But I'm looking at the mental aspect of it. He just lost to Ryan Garcia, and the things he was saying after he lost. I don't know, like if I'm fighting it. I don't know. I gotta reevaluate. I've never been outmatched like that. Like he's not confident. So
Mm-hmm.
he needs time to rebuild his confidence, especially after that performance. He needs time to heal and get his mind back focused. Right. He also needs time to reevaluate his team. Right.
I was about
I
to
don't.
say the same thing.
I don't think his dad need to be his coach no more. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Or if his dad is the coach, he need to bring in somebody else who has experience. His dad can stay there.
I don't think his dad. I agree with everybody. What everybody said. His dad shouldn't be in his corner anymore. His dad only took him so far. You know what I'm saying? Shit, hell, he took his dad so far. It's really on him, cause like he
Mm-hmm.
forgetting that he brought his dad up here. You know what I'm saying? Like he's still talented, bro.
I just think
You got to get you a new trainer. You definitely got to get you some new tools in the bag for sure.
I'll back door and pick up the floor. I was gonna say exactly what Capo said. You gotta include the mental aspect. You gotta include the fact of what he's really trying to fight for and email people for. He's trying to get his zero back. He's trying to get his undefeated record back. And not only that, that
Yeah,
corner
I mean,
is
but at the
that
same
corner
time, you just
is
said niggas shouldn't be. My bad. You at the same time, you just said fighters shouldn't be fighting for the zero no more. That
oh
L,
facts, facts.
you
But
might as
that's
well
what he's
hang
doing.
that up.
Facts. Facts. That's what he's
It's
doing.
too
I can't
many
take the fact.
talented boxers out here, so you might as well just hang the fact up of taking the L, bro. Like it's
I
too
agree
many
with you.
talented boxers out here.
I agree with you, but that's Devin Haney's doing. He doing it anyway, regardless of what I say. But that's my opinion. But Devin Haney, he wanted zero. But like I was saying, he got a lot of stuff tied in. But a big part of going to a match and being confident is your corner. You need to know what your corner needs to know what you're doing, and you need to understand what your corner telling you. And right now, he don't have that confidence in his corner from his pops. Yeah, you can leave your
I agree.
pops in the corner, but at the same time, let him take the bigger promotion aspect. He don't need to be coaching Devin no more, because it's obvious that Devin's game planning and his skill set has out surpassed Bill Haney's coaching. You know what I'm saying? So that's a big part of making you confident and making your fighter confident and your fighter being confident is that corner. Because when that corner down there sitting down on them stools and you in there and you kind of struggling with somebody, you expect to go back to your corner and your corner seeing something that we can take it that the fighter can take advantage of. Because that me as a coach, that's I tell everybody all the time. I can give two shits about how well or how powerful or how fast or how whatever somebody is. I can give two shits about that. All right, cool. We know that about you. I'm looking for small, minute things that you not good at that we can take advantage of. Because I know what we good at, just like just like you know what we good at, just like we know what you good at. But I'm looking at the little subtle things that you not good at that we gonna take advantage of. And that's what's important in that corner. And Bill Haney had no clue what to tell his son in that perspective. So I think, like Capo said, take the rest of the year off, regain your mental, upgrade your corner. You know what I'm saying? Continue fighting whatever you want to fight for. I don't care at this point. You want to get your undefeated record back, get it back. That's your prerogative. Do your thing, whatever. But I think regardless, if he continue to go down the same path he want to go down, talking about he want to fight T.O. Tank and all this other stuff, you're gonna have L's on your record anyway. So one L, in my opinion, against Ryan Garcia, it shouldn't affect Devin Haney and the rest of his career. I mean, mentally, the way he got beat, yeah, but at the same time, keep going forward, my boy. But take the rest of the year
With
off.
the with
And,
the
and,
talent in boxing right now, what's the max amount of L's that y'all feel like can wash a boxer?
it just
depending,
it just
go ahead, Capo.
it depends on who he's fighting. So like
Mm-hmm.
Errol Spence lost to Terrence Crawford, right? That's Terrence Crawford. But if Errol Spence lose to Carlos Ocampo or Jesus Miguel Mazano Gonzalez, you know what I
You
mean?
stupid.
We don't know who Buddy is. So it just depends on who you losing to. If you losing like Sean Porter, or I even use Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia is a perfect example. All Danny Garcia big fights at 147, he's lost.
Mm-hmm.
But Danny Garcia, when he fight, people watch because of why. He's an exciting fighter, right? And yeah, he lost to, but he's still all his losses are to top fighters. His loss
Mm-hmm.
when he get in there with dudes that he's supposed to wash, he wash them. You know what I'm saying? So that's the knock on Danny. The knock on Danny is, hey,
I feel like T.O.'s the same way as Danny. Like when he get in there with a fighter that he's supposed to watch, he watch him.
I mean, we can say a little bit different about T.O. because I ain't gonna lie. I felt like he was supposed to watch Ortiz. I felt like
Damn.
he was supposed to watch him, but he couldn't even figure out how to cut off the ring against somebody who was escaping towards his lead hand. I'll be damned if you escape towards my lead hand. You crazy? The rear hand, all right, cool. But my lead hand, you're escaping towards my lead hand. That's weird, bro. That's awkward. That's strange.
You're not
Where's your
supposed to
IQ?
do that. You're not supposed to do that,
Like you
man.
escaping towards my lead hand. Like Tio, what are we doing here? He was literally countering and slipping towards his lead hand. That's easy work. That's jab game all day.
Facts.
Feints, lead hooks. I want you walking toward those. As I digress, I mean, Tio is a he's a magician at times, but Tio is he's inconsistent in my opinion.
I just think that, you know, it all depends on who you losing to. Like I said, so if you fight 4 top fighters and you lose to all 4 top fighters, and let's just say, and it's how you lose too. So, you know, if you get knocked out by all of them, okay, but if you just losing, okay, that's different. Or you get knocked out by one, but but you just lose on the cards to the rest, But like I said, if you losing to the dude I said earlier, yeah, you need to hang it up. You know what
What's
I'm
the
saying?
max? What's the number? What's the number count? What's the maximum amount of number of L? Like,
I
it's
mean,
a lot of cats out here.
you got to go
Cause
back to the original four kings, like Duran, Hagler, Sugar, and what's his face,
give me
Hearn.
a number. Give me what's the number on the L chart versus the W chart? Just to
The
be
name matter.
clarified, as you as a still.
The names matter. So you got you if you're going four king type
I
status, the
know the
names
name.
matter.
I know the names matter. Of course, the names matter. But what's the number count? Amount of losses? How many
Throw me a
losses
name.
can you have?
Throw me a name. If you talk about Haney, then I say I give him a max amount of three. If you say Tank, I Tank, you got one. If you say Shakur, I Shakur, you got two. If you say To, you say I To, you got two. The name matters. You know what I'm saying?
So only
That's my
two L's.
for
I ain't gonna
for
lie.
the name.
I guess I give. There's so many talented boxers out there. I guess I give them enough string, and I give them at least four L's to still be talked about as you're a great boxer.
But that's
Four or
why I say
five
the
L's.
name matter. Because if you put Tank against the top, then I'm only expecting Tank to lose one, maybe. But if you say Haney, I got Haney with at least three, because I see Haney struggling with a Shakur. I see
I'm
Haney
just talking
Tank.
about the number amount of L's just for a boxer to be clarified as a good boxer. We
Oh,
don't. It don't even matter about, you know what I'm saying, none of that.
I think the names matter in that perspective. Because if
Okay.
Tank lose 4 fights, bro, hey, bro, what's wrong with you? You went from elite to trash. You know what
It
I'm saying?
I
depends.
mean, but if he start fighting some elite fighters, he can lose at least. I feel like Tank can lose at least 3 fights and still be talked about as Javante Davis. He still would be a brand. He still would be a brand.
It depends
If
how
if
it depends how he lose.
Mm-hmm.
well, yeah, how he lose too.
If he get in there and get sparked, then that's different. If he get in there and he just lose on the cards, by some points, then that's different. You know what I mean?
Facts.
You know, so it just depends how he lose. Like Danny Garcia, his stuff took a hit after he fought Errol, because Danny, when he fought his 2 losses to Sean Porter and Keith Thurman, those are very close fights. Very
Very
close.
close.
You could sit there and say, man, I know the Sean Porter fight, you can look at that fight and be like, he won that. The Keith Thurman fight, you could say, man, in the later half of the fight, he made it very interesting to where you thought about it. You like, man, you know, I don't know. So, but that Errol fight, it was clear cut. Like Errol whooped the mess out of Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia never looked like that in his career. Errol just took every pause. No, dude, that sounds crazy. But he took the man's soul from him. You know what I'm saying? Now he didn't knock him down, but he just outclassed him. Had him looking crazy. His eye was swollen, all that. Like he just had him it seemed like Danny just kind of gave up in there. He just was like, I'm just gonna keep fighting, just cause he wasn't even really trying no more. You get what I mean? But
Right.
those is 3 losses. But you put Danny in there with that dude I mentioned earlier. I don't remember the name. I said the long Hispanic name. Danny gonna watch. He gonna watch.
Right, yeah.
He get in there with people he's supposed to wash. He washing. You know what I mean?
So we agree. So we're agreeing at least 4 losses to the top competition. At least 4 losses to the top competition.
Like I say, to me, in my opinion, the name matter. Because if we put Bud in the 140 division or the 147 division, you see Bud losing 4 times in those 2 divisions. If he take 4 losses in those 2 divisions, you still gonna consider him the top.
Nah.
Exactly. That's why I say the name matter. The name matter. So I mean, but if we gonna ride with 4, then hey, that's giving them some honest string for certain people. That's giving them a lot of leeway for certain people.
Yeah. Like Ryan Garcia get 4 losses, he done. Whereas a Tank, maybe not so. You know what I'm saying? Matias, he done. Gary Antoine Russell, he done. You know what I'm saying? So it just
Certain fighters are too far up there on the mountain.
I mean, look at
to lose to certain fighters. They'll fall off the mountain pretty far.
Look at Canelo. His 2 losses, he got dominated in his 2 losses. His 2 losses to Floyd and Bivol, they dominated him. You know what I'm saying? Dominated that man. And people still got him looking at him as the face of boxing. You know what I'm saying? So
okay, speaking of that, define the face of boxing. Like who is the face of boxing? Define face of boxing.
Right now, I don't feel like we have one because it teeter-totters. You know what I mean? When you face a boxing, that means the whole boxing world moves when you want it to move. Kind of like how Floyd. When Floyd announced he gonna fight, everybody moved their dates away from when he gonna fight because the whole boxing world, whether you hate him, whether you like him, whether you don't care, you neutral, you gonna tune into a Floyd Mayweather fight. That's what Tank is building himself up to. That's what Canelo.
Yeah, Tank and Canelo are definitely up there with that.
So it teeter-totters. You get what I mean? But I don't feel like right now we got a true face of boxing. You know what I'm saying? Because the last face of boxing we had was Floyd Mayweather, and he had the whole boxing world in the chokehold. He still kind of do in a sense because he fighting these exhibitions and he be announcing his fights. You know what I'm saying? And people still talking about it. Oh, Floyd Mayweather is fighting so and so. Like Floyd finna fight.
He has handicapped boxing with his undefeated record stuff.
Well, I think it's not really he handicapped. People are in love with his journey, and people are trying to replicate it. But the problem is you got to run your own race. I can't, like, Mike, we used to run a 200. I can't watch how you run a 200, but I'm going to run it like that. No, you have your own set of skills. You got your own set of, I have to run my own race. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. I can't sit here and look at what Broderick doing or what you doing and be like, man, I'm going to do that. No. You got to focus on yourself and your own journey. And a lot of these fighters, they idolize and respect for, and that's good. That's good. You should show respect, but at the same time, you can't replicate his career. You can't. Floyd Mayweather is a complete fighter, and he got high boxing IQ. One thing he knows is how to fight in that ring. He has situational awareness. He know when to do stuff. A lot of these fighters don't have that. And a lot of these fighters are rushing the process to be great, too. That's the problem. They're not willing to go through the mud and really make a name for themselves. They trying to rush the process to get to that Floyd status because let's just keep it real. And today's society is quick to rush that process. What's one thing we have? Social media, right? I, social media. Social media can speed up that process. Floyd didn't have that. Floyd, social media was coming into the game. Floyd had to adapt to that. You get what I mean? But Floyd was the face of boxing when social media wasn't popping. You get what I mean? Why? He focused on his brand. He was Pretty Boy Floyd. Went to jail, came out, money made. You see what I'm saying? And he just built that brand up. And he fought the fights that he needed to fight. He fought all the top guys. He knew what he needed to do. You know what I mean? And that's what these guys got to do. You know, Tank getting caught up in that a little bit. He got to humble himself, you know, and be like, look, because he very well may get in here with Frank Martin and lose. This, and let me say, this ain't no easy fight. Now I'm picking Tank.
This is not an easy fight.
That's
This
what I
is
said in the
definitely not an
beginning.
easy fight.
I said that in
This
the
is
beginning.
not. This is not a cakewalk. This
I
is.
said that in the beginning, bro.
It's almost one of those fights. How he was that Isaac Cruz? Like it's almost like one of them style of fights, almost. But Martin don't fight like Isaac Cruz, almost.
No,
Yeah, Martin doesn't fight like Isaac Cruz.
Martin is a southpaw. He's strong. He athletic. Tank got, and he got, and let me say this: Tank and his coach got a battle against Derek James, who I look at as a masterclass teacher. I like Calvin Ford. I think Calvin Ford is a great coach, but Calvin Ford he gonna have to level up on Derek James because Derek James he ain't playing, bro. Like that dude is a dang good coach. For him to come from where he come, he a dang good coach, bro.
He know what to do to get your fire bothered and off rhythm. He know exactly what to do. He's a master of watching film and dissecting your fighter, bro. And he's a master at implementing that into his fighters. So when they come into the ring, they know what to do to effectively bother your fighter. The only time, and I hate to keep bringing it up, I haven't seen a Derek James game plan actually work was when Spence went against Bud. Not saying he's won every single fight he's been in because he hasn't, but at the same time, the only time I haven't seen a Derek James game plan be effective and work and disturb the opposition was when he went in there with Errol Spence against Bud Crawford. That was the only time where I didn't see a Derek James game plan kind of take hold and take heed and take lead in the match. So Derrick James, Calvin Ford, that's not just a matchup between Gervonta Davis and Frank Martin. That's a matchup between one guy who's mastered the game of chess and one guy who's trying to be the master of the game of chess. So Calvin Ford and Derrick James, that's gonna be a good battle between them two fighters and the coaches. I'm telling you, that's not one people should miss. It's gonna be a good fight, especially for the real boxing head. And I'm reading down here, Jay Will.
Yeah. I was
He
about to
said, "Do
say, yeah.
casuals decide? Do casuals decide to face the boxing 100%? These days they do 100%. The casuals run that shit, bro, because it ain't enough real boxing heads out there to take the social media or spend the time on social media like we do and say, hey, no, you're not running my show no more. You're not running my show. This for real boxing heads. You know what I'm saying? Casuals spend their life on social media and they sitting there weeding out and dissecting every little thing that's real about boxing only to prove that their favorite fighter or the fighter they hate the most is either the worst fighter or the fighter they like is the best fighter. So the casuals 100% do right now in today's age of boxing choose who the face of boxing is. And right now they don't know who they want, so that's why I go with K Poe with the teeter totter
The
type shit.
hardcore fans can't decide it because there's a reason why Boots is not in the limelight. You know what I'm saying? It's all the casual fans that's deciding the face of boxing.
Mm. I second that.
Oh yeah, Spence was. If you at one point, if you didn't believe Errol Spence was the face of boxing, you're crazy. You wasn't watching boxing. I don't know what you was watching. Errol
No,
Spence was 100% at one point the face of boxing. Why you think Bud wanted him?
Don't say that in front of Jay Will, bro. Don't say
He'll
that
be all right.
Jay Will. Jay Will, you gonna get Jay Will started. You know,
He'll be all right.
Jay Will ride or die for Terrence Crawford, man. That boy ride or die, man. Jay Will,
He'll
my
be all right. We can't deny history. We can't deny history. Errol Spence was 100% at one point to face the boxing. Like no doubt about it.
he
If
still,
you didn't,
hey,
he was.
hey, I mean, he might, hey, like I say, if he come back, he fight Fundora.
Why else would Fundora fight
Errol
Spence
Spence.
versus Bud? Oh, casuals always gonna get it wrong. Now to the real boxing heads, don't let it deter us. But
Yeah.
we know what it
And
means when
that's
you got
that's the reason why we have the amount of respect for Boots that we have. Don't nobody want to fight Boots. We have the real fans know about Boots. Like
Don't say that in front of Jay Will. He, you know, I don't say that. That
that
boy,
boy Jay will be going in, bro.
that boy Jay Will gonna be like, Boots who? Terrence Crawford tried to fight him 2 times. Don't get him started, man. Nah, Jay Will, my boy. But but that's facts though, man. You know, hardcore boxing fans, you know, we just appreciate the sport, but it's the casuals that make the sport, you know, transcend and grow. Why you think Ryan Garcia is? Let me tell you something. Ryan Garcia, before he fought Tank, what was he known for in the sport of boxing? Absolutely nothing. Okay. The boy was on Instagram doing back shot challenge, whatever you want to call it. That's what he was doing, right? He get all his Instagram, TikTok followers, right? That's why a lot of his fans are like little young kids and all this stuff like that because he tapped in over there, right? He brought them to the sport of boxing, right? And that's why he's a millionaire because of that. You know what I'm saying? And then now he was able to so-called get. Now we was able to get. He was able to get respect in the sport of boxing. You get what I mean? He was able to get about that Devin Haney win. Now, granted, he tested positive for PEDs, but for a little while he got a win over a respectable fighter who they had on a pound for pound list. Some people had Devin Haney high on a pound for pound list because of his accomplishments at 135 pounds. So, you know, it's pretty much tarnished now. But hey, he was able to get a notable win. You get what I'm saying? So, I think that when it comes down to my bad, I'm reading this stuff. I think when it comes down to the casuals running the face, picking the face of boxing, it's definitely casuals. Now Jay will say Bud in pre-camp again. We know what that means. Somebody getting put to sleep. Duh, Jay Will. That little dude, my dream off he fighting is man. Jay Will, don't get me started,
that's
man.
But
easy
but
work. Easy work.
but dream off sound like a sleep aid. He better go to
And-
sleep.
That's
Dream off. That's a
are
sleep
you
aid.
having a hard time sleeping? Try my dream off.
That boy made an infomercial on it. He
That's
better sleep.
I'm telling you. But dream off. He gonna stop that boy at 4. I don't even know. That boy went on there and lied talking about yeah, my dream
I
off
think
is
this probably a warm up fight to who he really want to fight in
and
the weight class.
I'm telling you, they setting it up for Buddy Hill to fight at 154.
Uh,
That
That's what I see.
it's a
it's
warm
evident.
up fight to who he
It's
really
evident,
want to
bro.
fight.
It's
Yeah,
evident, bro.
yeah, but I think that I think they gonna fight, man. You
I
know,
ain't gonna lie. I feel the same way how that Devin Haney fight went with Ryan. It's almost the same way with Errol and Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't need to see it at a different weight class. I think it's gonna be the same results. I believe it's going to be the same results for sure.
Debo, what's up?
What's up,
But
Ball Talk, man? What's up, everybody else on the panel? How y'all
what's
What's
feeling?
good
happening?
with
What's
you?
happening?
Hey, I'm gonna get straight to it, man. Hey, Spence said, man, he was retiring after Fundora. He trolling? Is he trolling or what, man? Cause I'm
I
already
think he
pissed
trolling.
off the nigga ain't win a rematch at 147. I ain't gonna lie, I felt some type of way about that shit.
I think he trolling. I ain't gonna cap. Ryan made that a thing with the Devin Haney fight. I think he trolling. I think he's trying to get the people to turn their head the other way.
I think he's saying that depending on how he look. So I think he kind of. I mean, Errol been talking about retirement for a long time. I mean, there's interviews where he's talked about like, I don't want to be that fighter that get retired by boxing. I want to retire, on my own.
I can
And
respect that.
so I think that this ain't nothing new. He been talking about it. You know what I'm saying? But I think he just kind of prepping himself. I think he kind of a little worried how he gonna perform. That's what I think.
Facts.
I think Errol, if he have a bad performance against Fundora, I do think he'll retire. But if he come in there and he blast him,
He gonna feel revitalized
yeah,
when he
he
wants
gonna
to
feel
play.
revitalized. And
I
it's
second
I
that.
could dig that.
I second
But I
that.
ain't gonna lie, I'm
I
gonna keep
definitely
it
second
funky. I
that.
feel like the same outcome gonna happen at 154 and that it happened at 147. And I'm willing to put my money again behind that. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I just feel like, man, now I'm looking at how this shit all panning out. I think Bud one of them ones, man, for real. I think he one of them ones in boxing. Like it ain't gonna be another Bud ever again. But we're gonna see how this shit unfold.
yeah,
This
Facts.
boxing,
Facts.
anything can happen any night, man.
I
Uh,
think when it comes down to the Spence and Crawford fight, and y'all, I picked Spence to beat Terrence Crawford. But
mhm.
I did
I
say
did too.
I know.
I,
I did.
I
Shit,
You
I
in
did too.
Texas,
I
all
thought
y'all
it.
Texas niggas
hey,
riding with Spence. I'm
but
Hey,
trying to tell you, like,
we gonna
man,
ride
Bud
behind.
one of
We're
them
gonna stand
ones,
behind him.
man.
We're gonna
but
stand behind him.
but the reason why I picked
Fuck.
Spence, and the reason why I said that, I did say that Spence got to fight a complete fight, and he didn't do that. You see what I'm saying?
But
I
who is
get
more complete than Bud? Like, who can you really fight to prep you for Bud?
Nobody.
nobody.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like he one of them ones. Like you just ain't nothing you could do for this nigga. Like that's why I low key want to get the Boots fight. But I don't know. From me personally, I think the boys kind of they ducking a little bit, man. I think they a little shook a Bud for real, for
I think
real.
you wanna. I don't think you wanna go
I
there.
mean, shit,
I
I'm
don't think
taking
you
it
wanna
then,
go
bro.
there.
We can go
I
all
don't
with
think.
all that, nigga.
I don't
I ain't
think you
no
want to go
casual
there.
neither.
I honestly think I don't think Terrence is big enough for Boots. That's what I
What?
really.
Oh,
That's what I
Did you
really
just see his
think. That's
right?
going.
Did you just see
I
his
don't think he
recent
big
picture,
enough.
bro?
I don't
That
think he
nigga
big
swole
enough.
as shit.
I
hey,
don't think he
And
big
he been
enough.
strong as a motherfucker. I know you done
I
seen that
mean,
motherfucker
shit.
lift all them damn weights.
You could. Hey,
That nigga been
pictures
strong as
put
hell,
on
bro.
pictures make you look 10 pounds heavier.
All
So
right. But
nah,
we gonna see, bro.
like
He got
nah.
the fight with August.
he
When the
gonna
Yeah.
fight
watch him.
August.
He gonna watch him in 3, bro. He talking about my dream off. They trying to hype that fight up, man. He gonna watch that boy quick.
If he watch him in 3, that's gonna make Boots even more scared than the nigga. He definitely gonna come 154. Cause tell me this,
He ain't
Boots,
going.
and
He
let's
ain't
keep it
going.
funky. And
He
I fuck
ain't
with Boots
going.
because I feel like when Bud retired, Boots
He
gonna be the
ain't
next
going.
up. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm
yeah,
already preaching that shit now. But I'm the type of nigga like I'm a boxing fan first. I want to see the best fight the best.
It's
Like I don't give a fuck about who the fuck you is. I don't know none of these niggas personally. None of these niggas. I ain't on none of these niggas payroll. I do have my favorite
Facts.
fighters, but like I said, I'm a boxing fan first, so
but
I'm gonna call that shit
it's
down
the
the middle.
reason why
Like when I see
everybody been
niggas
ducking
ducking,
Boots.
I'm calling that shit the fuck out. If Boots, let's be for real, bro. Boots don't got a name like that, but he could easily get a big time name. He go to 154, man. All the smoke really at
Mhm.
154. Tell me why he
Right.
won't go to 154. Niggas always talking about, oh, he want to be undisputed at 147. Man, he could go to he was 26 years old. He could go to 154 right now and then go back to 147 if he really like that. If he really like that, nigga. Tell me
that's
why
true.
he won't go to 154 right now. Tell me a good reason
He
why he not at 154. Where the
he know
smoke
what he's
is.
doing.
He know
He
what he
know what he's doing.
He know what he doing. Yeah, you right. You right. He know what he doing because he know he not ready for Bud. That's why him and his pops already preaching that, man,
I
Bud
mean,
need to
shit, Bud
retire
had to
shit.
leave.
I know
Bud
you heard
left
him
the
and
damn
Bozy talking about
division,
Bud need
though.
to hurry up and retire. Cause they don't want that
It,
smoke
it,
for real, man. They fooling y'all
Bud
niggas,
left the
man. Is you
division,
a
though.
Philly nigga?
You can't get a
if I'm Boots,
you can't ask
if
the man to chase a man, and the man then left the division.
if I'm Boots, I'm not fighting Bud at 154 either though. I'll take him at 147. I ain't gonna care.
What you
I ain't
mean?
fighting.
I hear Boots multiple times talk shit about, man, I could make 154. Like Boots be
He
talking his
can.
shit, bro. I'm a
He definitely
like
can.
I study boxing every day, bro. Like when I have free time, all I'm doing is looking at boxing videos all fucking day. Like I know this shit, man. I be seeing how these niggas
Right.
move, how they act. I can tell you how these niggas walk, talk, and all type of shit, nigga. I really be on
Yeah,
this
yeah.
shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I love
It,
boxing.
it,
And I'm a
if
basketball
if
player,
if
but I
I'm Boots,
love boxing.
if I'm Boots,
I
I
be
ain't
doing a
gonna
little
lie.
hood boxing myself, but I ain't on no pro shit though.
Yeah,
Right, right.
that's
If I'm Boots, I ain't gonna try to mess with Bud at 154. I'm gonna keep it funky with you. I'll take him at 147
man.
if he don't if I can't get him at
I'll fight.
147. I ain't messing with
I'll fight Bud
And
154.
see, this when boxing start going downhill when the best
him.
don't
Facts,
fight the best.
Yep.
This
facts.
one, you know what I'm
But
saying? The shit get all this one you see, this why you got niggas like Jake Paul on top of boxing. You know what I'm saying? When the best
Yep.
don't fight the best, it allow a nigga like Jake Paul to creep in and low-key be the face of this shit. And I fucking hate fake Paul, man. Man, Mike Tyson
I
better
couldn't
knock
stand
his
him either,
ass
bro.
out. I'm
I
gonna be
couldn't
mad
stand
as a
him either.
bitch at Mike. I swear to God. If Mike don't knock him out, I'm gonna be mad. I hate fake Paul, bro. Fuck that
I
nigga,
couldn't
man.
stand him either, dog.
He
God
better
damn.
knock his ass the fuck out for real.
Ooh.
man,
Oh.
that boy came in here turned up. I like that. But look, I think that if I'm Boots, right, I take that Crawford fight at 54. And the reason why I feel like that fight can happen, because they got that boy from Saudi Arabia who throwing that money around. So if he throw the right dot at Crawford and Boots' way, that fight can happen. Because Eddie Hearn is tight with them boys that's wearing them sheets on their head.
Yeah, that's a
So
fact.
you know what I'm saying? So that fight can happen. You know what I'm saying? That fight very well can happen because of, I mean, look at the card that they got in August. They got all the promoters with different fighters fighting on the same card. Why is that? Because of money. That boy coming in here with that bread. He like,
Yeah, he
I'm,
got that
Now,
bag for sure.
you see
And
what I'm
I ain't gonna
saying?
lie. At first, I wasn't really feeling him because I ain't like the fact he
I
throwing
wouldn't
all
either.
them fights in Saudi Arabia. I'm like, but real niggas ain't about to be in Saudi Arabia. We can't go to that shit. But now he's saying, I see how he tapping into that American market. I'm fucking
Yeah,
with him
he
now.
trying to
Like,
come back over here.
I
Yeah, he
felt some
doing
type
his
of way. I'm
thing.
like, I don't want to see all these fucking American fighters fighting Saudi Arabia. Ain't no niggas could go to that. Niggas not going to Saudi Arabia to watch
Nope.
no fucking fight. But now he
Nope.
throwing that bitch in America. I ain't gonna lie. I love him, man. I love the Sheik, man. Shit.
Facts. 100%.
So,
I'm with
so,
you on that.
so that's why I say that fight definitely could happen. You know what I'm saying? I know he trying to get Crawford against Canelo, which me personally, I feel like that that ain't a fight
Oh
that need
no.
to happen. That ain't.
Why you say that
I
though?
ain't gonna lie. I
Why
don't
you don't
know
think that
if
need to
Crawford
happen
won't
though?
smoke with. I don't know if Crawford won't
There are
smoke
weight
with them.
classes for a reason.
Yeah,
Shit. I mean,
yeah.
Bud daring to be great. Fuck it. If he can make the weight clean,
No,
they
but
say
not
Bud walk around at about 170.
That don't mean nothing.
I mean, you right, but I
no.
don't. I want to see Bud. I want to see if he really one of the ones, though. I ain't gonna lie, like, cause at this point, I feel like not like at 154, I don't see none of them niggas really challenging him, bro. I don't see no type
Well,
of challenge for him. Like I thought Spence, I ain't even gonna lie. I thought that shit was gonna be 50-50. But the way he watched that nigga, I'm like, man, he need a challenge, bro. That nigga ain't got no challenges, bro. Like I want to see him really get battle tested to really prove he one of them ones. Cause Spence won't it. You know what I'm saying? Spence definitely good for box. He did his thing, but he just won't it for real. That
well,
nigga
I
The
think
Bud
biggest
made that nigga
challenge
look
for
like an
I,
him,
amateur.
I think in the Spence fight, which people don't really talk about, is Bud did his homework on Errol. For Bud really studied
yeah,
Errol. He
yeah,
knew what Errol was gonna do before Errol even did it. A lot of people just talk about like Bud just walked in there and was like, oh yeah, better. No, Bud did his homework on Errol. They really studied him. If you
He,
watch that fight, he knew what Errol was gonna do. He knew what Errol was gonna counter with. He knew Errol's defensive movement off of a punch. He knew what everything Errol was gonna do.
I
So
think Bud should go for that Charlo fight before Canelo for sure.
Man, but Charles, where he been at? I ain't shit ever since he fought Canelo. That nigga
Boy,
MIA.
both them boys locked
both,
straight
Hey,
locked.
both
both
them.
But they
The other one
yeah,
depressed as
I
hell. He
think
goddamn
even
wife
though they
running him
dealing
through
with legal
the cleaners,
situations,
and the other
they
Charlie just
do
took that Canelo money and he just, I don't know, he's somewhere
they
in
dealing
Europe.
with. But he would I would want him to fight Big Charlo, not the small one for
Man,
sure.
Big Charlie depressed as hell. But you see that nigga that little back and forth he had with Ocho Cinco. He already talking about I lost the love for the sport. Like I don't even want to see him fight no more. I really just want to see him fight
Yeah,
Canelo one time, get the last payday and get up out of here. Cause if you ain't got the
he had
love
a
for the
nice
sport, this ain't the
performance.
sport to be in. If you ain't got the love for it, you gonna get hurt badly. That
back.
boy
Both the
look bad out
Charlos
there.
is
He
about to
drinking
be
every
dead.
fucking night. Like he
I think
ain't it no more, man. I fucking love the twins. I still love the twins, but man, they not there mentally.
yeah, I think with both the Charlos, man, like both of them just recently got arrested. So, they got legal issues.
Mm-hmm.
Lil Charlo going through some marriage stuff because he got caught after that Canelo fight. He got caught cheating on his wife and all that. So
And
they
he
got
beat
a
him.
lot going on in their life. You see what I'm saying? I would have loved to see Jermell Charlo versus Crawford, and I ain't gonna hold you. And Debo, you finna get mad at me. I ain't gonna hold you. Lil Charlo, when he in his fights where he got beef with people, he sparred everybody.
I ain't even gonna get mad at you because I felt like low key little Charlo shit. I feel like he'll do a better job than Spence
Yeah.
for shit show. Cause yeah,
100%.
and I'm still one of them niggas. I still think Lil Charlo, even though Bud is moving in 154, I still think he the king. Cause ain't nobody 154 took the belts for real.
Nope.
He just motherfucker just stopped fighting. You know what I'm saying? That's why
Yeah.
I wanted him to fight Tim Tszyu. Cause I ain't fuck with Tim Tszyu, man. I ain't like the hype around him. That's why I wanted Charlo to big goddamn spank his ass. But he took that Canelo fight and just got missing. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
I was the same way. I wanted,
I
because
wanted him to beat that boy ass so bad.
I want him to beat the crocodile jack out of that boy. I ain't gonna lie to
beat
you.
the kangaroo Dundee out his ass, nigga. Fuck you, man. And I've been to Australia before. I've been to Australia. That's the first country I've been to. I ain't gonna let them motherfuckers wild. They may respect them too. Like, don't get that overseas shit twisted, bro. Them niggas not scared of Americans, bro. They low
Oh
key
no.
hate Americans. Some of them motherfuckers hate Americans for real, bro. They don't like it. We too cocky and shit. We think we
I'm
the
about to
best and
say
everything. I ain't gonna lie. When I was
the
over there, I almost got
confidence
to
will be
fight with one
walk
of them
around with.
Australian niggas, and then we end up being cool. Cause I guess he's saying I won't go on for that shit. Like, and they play rugby like a motherfucker. I was busting ass and rugs and all type of shit out there, bro. For real.
That shit crazy.
But if Lil Charlo come back, man, maybe. I hear he not with Derek James no more. I've been seeing a couple videos, so but I kind of saw the writing on the wall when he brought that Dominican coach in. So, you know what I'm saying?
What you mean by that? Like, what you mean with writing on the wall when he brought the coach in?
When he brought that Dominican guy in, a lot of the time he was training with that Dominican guy. And then he'll train with Derek towards the end of, like, he'll go to Dallas or Derek could come down here. But a lot of the time, I mean, when he was doing them, all accesses, it was him and that Dominican coach hitting the hand pads,
So you saying Mel ain't fucking with Derek no more neither?
That's the reports that I.
Man, why everybody falling out with Derek, man? He was at one point in time, he was a trainer of the year. Now that motherfucker damn near ain't got no fighters.
I think
That Ryan fight put him up there too. That
See,
Ryan fight gave him
Ryan
a
got
little
them that
boost.
money. Like, fuck all y'all niggas. Like,
Ryan gave him a little boost. Now, hey, if this Frank Martin fight fall through, then we gonna definitely be talking about Derek James again.
what you mean fall through as in what? As in Frank?
If he
Cause I don't
can,
got Frank. I don't see
if he
Frank
could,
doing
if he
nothing
could,
to Tank for real. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, it's boss. Anything can happen. I think Tank's super focused, and a super focused Tank. I don't think a nigga at 140 and under fucking with him when he's super focused. And I mean super focused. I mean he not on that bullshit out in the club all night, fucking with them dumb assholes and getting drunk and shit. Like Like he just
If
ready. He just
if
in.
Frank
He just in the gym, and
if Frank make it
and
competitive,
focus.
if Frank make it competitive, then Derek is still in good hand. Like he's still in good shoes. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Even if he lose, if Frank makes this fight competitive, Derek can still be. He will still be talked about as like another training of the year award type of deal.
Yeah.
yeah.
Especially after the Devin Haney one.
Then with Ryan, what's going on with Ryan? Like they about to ban him. I hear new shit every day about that steroid shit. I don't even know what the hell is true at this point. Then Ryan, he be trolling so damn much. I don't know what the fuck is serious with that motherfucker. The only thing I think serious with him is that left hook. That's it. I don't know anything else that boy do serious, bro.
That's 100% fact.
I think with Ryan, I I think he just got to plead his case. You know what I'm saying? Because there are supplements, pre-workouts and stuff you could take. There was one, I think it was called Jack the Book or something like that. Some fighters was taking a while back and it was contaminated. You see what I'm saying? So I ain't making no excuses for him. I do think he need to be punished, but I think it depends on if you can prove he knowingly or unknowingly. If he unknowingly, I do still think he need to be punished. If he knowingly did it, ban him for a long, 3 years, 4
I think
years.
it's crazy that they going multiple doors and going out their way just to try to prove like he cheated or you know what I'm saying. It just seemed weird. You let him fight and he won. Now you going
I think
the mile
I ain't
trying
gonna
to
let there's
say,
a
"Oh,
bunch
this
of
man
confusion
cheated."
with that fight. I can't even
It's
front.
weird.
I
You
think
let him fight.
I think Devin and them thought that they was gonna watch Ryan anyway. That's
They
what I
say
believe.
Devin.
And
Speaking of
he got
Devin, they
in there
say
and
he's
got
supposed
his
to be
ass
fighting
watched. He
Sandor
got in,
next. I just heard. I think what was it, Bob Arum or one of them? Because that
Yeah.
Jack Taylor fight happened today. I mean, I said Jack. Yeah, Jack Taylor. I mean, man, fuck,
Josh
man.
Taylor.
Josh Taylor.
Yeah, Josh Taylor and Jack Catterall. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I forgot. Was it man Bob or man? One of them was like Devin fighting Sandor next. I think that's a good fight too, especially because Sandor, like I ain't gonna lie, how Devin took that beat. He don't need to be in there with another like good puncher.
Didn't I just say that?
Like
Fact.
that's a good
Yeah.
fight for his ass. Then Sandor got incredible too. He ain't no
Bro,
pushover, so
Sandor
I think
tricky.
that's a perfect comeback fight.
Yeah, it's tricky, but I think he should take that in 2025. I think he need to take the rest of the year off because
Yeah, yeah,
mentally,
I'm with you on that too. Hell yeah,
it's,
heal up, man. Heal that damn jaw up, man.
yeah. 'Cause
Bro,
this Ryan Garcia stuff, it
but
got.
they making it worse. Reaching for a fucking drug test. They making it worse. He should just took the L and let the shit die.
man, for real. But what fucked me up was like, man, this whole motherfucking thing been weird, bro. Like that
Got a lot
I'm
of
trying to
static, bro.
Yeah, it's a lot.
it's
Yeah, you
still
got.
static.
Yeah.
Alright, I gotta come back. I gotta go out and come back in, my bad.
All right.
Hey, but for real, it been nice chatting with you. I'm about to go ahead and take it in, though. You know what I'm saying? Boss, all keep doing your thing. I'm gonna keep showing love. Rest of y'all, man. Hey, take y'all time.
Salute.
Peace, man.
All right.
Salute.
Fact. Salute.
G5, you got something, bro?
We still talking about Ryan T, right?
Yeah.
Man, shit, man. I mean, he took the L. I think they should run it back, bro. I mean, Ryan definitely cheated. It's like saying Barry Bonds, like if he didn't take the steroids, would he have hit all them home runs? Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It definitely boosted him. I'm not saying he could. The game plan wise, Devin was gonna get tagged up. I don't know, man. They just need to run it back, man. Devin still deserved that loss, but he deserved that rematch too.
Yeah.
Devin mental
Yeah.
shook. I don't think he's gonna get in there with Ryan no more, man. I don't even know if Devin believe in himself.
Yeah, see, then now you got to question the dog in him because it's like if he was really like that, he would get right back in there, no questions.
Facts.
Fact. 100%. I agree with that, my boy.
Because right after the fight, right, Devin didn't even do the post-fight press conference, and he only came back out once they said Ryan lost. So it's like that's showing his character. Like you only coming out because he potentially drug tested. You ain't say shit until then. Like I don't know. I ain't like that for him.
That's crazy. That's crazy. But when have we ever seen Devin present a dog in the ring though? I mean, truthfully,
Loma,
I
I
ain't
say
never.
he showed a little dog in Loma. He showed a little dog in
Yeah,
Loma.
yeah. I guess we
But
can
Loma,
ride. We can rock. We can rock with that one. Yeah, he showed a little dog.
but Loma the smaller guy coming up, so it's like, damn, my nigga.
Yeah. Oh shit. But shit, I mean, I don't think he gonna rematch him, man. I think he too focused on other things that probably gonna prevent him from even regaining the true focus and actually tapping it back into his dog side if he really had one. You know what I'm saying? He trying to email people, trying to get his dub back, trying to get his zero back. I know he messed up mentally about his corner, and I know he definitely messed up mentally from how he took the L, regardless of Ryan cheated or not. Like that's just not that's not
Yeah.
acceptable coming from where we held Devin Haney at in the boxing world.
Hey, it's still staticking?
No, you
Nah,
good.
Oh, okay. No, bro, but that I was saying before I got off, I said that shit was like that whole situation with that drug test and shit. I ain't gonna say what the nigga did or he didn't do, but I just want what fucked me up is that Devin brother before his little brother before that drug test scandal even came the fuck out, bro. That little nigga was like he was on the praying flow and said that he said Ryan. I guess God told the nigga that he was gonna pop for PEDs and shit.
that's weird, bro.
That shit was weird as hell, bro.
Yeah,
And then the
that's
nigga actually popped. Mind you, this was after the fight.
Oh, there we go.
Static, man.
Is
yeah,
that
it's
again?
static, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
But my whole thing with the Ryan drug test is crazy because this is the only fight where he was acting crazy the whole fight. Like, so the one time you act crazy the whole fight, you pop dirty. To me, it's smoke. If it's smoke, is fire type thing. You ain't never act like this before. So the one time you do, you pop dirty. So I kind of believe he cheated, bro. I don't think Ryan is a good kid that everybody making him out to be. It seemed like his parents just let him slide with a lot of shit coming up.
I
You know what
agree.
I'm saying?
I agree.
And that's the first
I
time
feel
I
like
heard
they
that.
enabled him. You know, Ryan got the type parents. He be like, "Oh, it's okay, no worries." Like, you know what I'm saying? They ain't really gonna get in his ass for real.
I
So,
agree with
Right,
that.
right.
No,
I
for real.
just when it comes down to the the banned substance, and he it's in his system. You know what I'm saying? So he should face some type of punishment. What I'm saying is that in my opinion, I feel like regardless, that aside, Devin, based off that game plan, that performance, he was gonna lose.
facts.
Because you got some people sitting there saying, "Oh, it enhanced Ryan Garcia's performance. That's why Ryan Garcia beat Devin." No, Devin lost because of Devin. It ain't had nothing to do with Ryan. Devin allowed Ryan to throw that left hook at will, and he landed it every time. So, and if you go watch the fight, yeah, Devin had some good rounds in the middle between 2 and 6. But after that, it was the Ryan Garcia show. Left hook. He just kept throwing it. And Devin couldn't stop it.
I think it got to the point Devin couldn't even believe he kept getting hit with that. He was just being oblivious in there.
Yeah.
He
I'm
just,
talking about line was spamming,
yeah,
bro.
bro. I pulled up to the fight. I was there live. Like, man, it got quiet in the middle rounds. You know what I'm saying? We thought Devin was about to bring it in, then boom, nigga, drawing left hook, sat his ass down, Bambi legs. I couldn't
Yeah.
believe it, bro. That shit was crazy.
So originally when you saw him drop, were you shocked? Like what was the reaction in the stadium?
The initial reaction is like, was it a punch or what? It happened so quick, you don't know if it's a punch or what. And then you see the nigga struggling to get up. You're like, ah, shit. You know what I'm saying? Dude next to me kept telling me, he was like, man, Devin not in. He pillow fisted, man. And I don't know. Ryan had aura that night too. I don't know. Like before the fight, the way he was swinging on the ropes, I'm like, yeah, some just feel off. Like he just had aura that night, man. You know, he had the violins playing in the locker room. Like that shit really played a part, bro.
Yeah, he was on some he was on one the entire time. Build
Yeah,
up the
bro.
fight, everything. He was on one.
But that was my reason why I picked Devin to beat Ryan, was because I was like, Ryan mentally don't seem like he was mentally checked in. He was talking about people kidnapping him, and you know, they was trying to do XYZ in him, and this person, this. So for me, I was like, oh, Devin got that, because Ryan don't seem mentally, you know, checked in. And I'm like, you know, as a fighter, you have to be mentally switched on. You can have all the physical attributes all you want to, but if you're not mentally there and on fight night, you're gonna lose. And you know, Ryan, I mean, once I seen him land that left hook in the first round, I said, yeah,
That shit came quick, bro.
I said it's about to go a whole nother way.
It's crazy because Ryan ain't even try to build on it, bro. He just threw it. Like
Yep.
he didn't do no phases. He didn't try to step. He didn't try to roll or nothing. He just threw it. I'm like, oh my God. He just threw a left hook out of nowhere and caught him. I was like, oh man, Devin, what is you doing? Get up, Devin, get up. But that was crazy, bro. But the fact is, the man cheated. Like it is what it is. He cheated, but at the same time, we'll never know if he really played a big part in what took place unless we get the rematch. And I don't think we're gonna get the rematch.
Yeah, just because the beating was so bad, Devin has to get it back. Like this.
Facts.
Maybe if it was a close fight, we'd be like, okay. But the way he took that L, it's hard to come back from that, man. His whole thing is he trying to be Manny Floyd. Like, that's what kind of fucked him. He don't even got his whole image is Floyd for real. So I guess since he took the loss, he don't know who to be no more. So
Right.
who y'all like training them next? Like, if y'all don't want to see Bill in there, who's gonna be good for Devin? Because he can't get in there with a nigga like Derek. Because Derek, you know, y'all know how Derek trained. Like, it ain't no running.
Yeah, nah.
Shit, I think, to be honest, I think Jab Judah, shit, that'll be a good look for him as a coach.
Zab, okay.
Yeah.
I ain't never think about that.
I
That
think
might be good for him.
also Mickey Bay was in this corner as well.
Okay,
my bad. Mickey who?
Mickey Bay.
Oh, Mickey Bay. My bad. I was gonna say who was that? But okay, I got you.
Yeah, Mickey Bay. I think maybe Robert Garcia. Robert Garcia would be cool too.
Mm-hmm. I can dig Robert Garcia.
Because
I just can't see him fighting.
Because Derek, like you said, Derek James, he teach his fighters how to be in the line of fire. And I don't see that being beneficial for Devin. His chin not set up like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
You gotta have a chin to fight like that. So I think that maybe a Robert Garcia, or you know, Joe Goofin, or you know, hell, Barry Hunter, Kenny Porter. You know what I mean? Somebody like that who would just be like, look, you a boxer, you're an elite boxer. This what we gonna use, and you gonna build off of this. You're gonna learn to disguise your work more and things like that. You gotta live with what you are as a fighter. You know, you going in there trying to fight, and I was very disappointed in Devin, because I thought that he had enough IQ to be able to realize, like, even if his dad told him that, like, Dad, we're not doing that. I'm here to win.
After I said that, bro, you gotta make that adjustment on your own sometime.
You know, I understand that's your dad and you trying to be loyal to him, but if your dad not steering you in the right direction, you having a boxing to know that, hey, that ain't working. This is a stupid game plan. Let me box, buddy. You know what I mean? If Devin would have just boxed, he would have bounced suckers around that boy Ryan Garcia if he would have did what he normally do. You know what I mean?
Right.
But he tried to fight on the inside, which I've never really seen Devin. I'm not saying he can't do it, but that's not his strong suit. You try to, and as soon as Ryan clipped him, it was a wrap. You know what I'm saying? So,
But we also know the few times we can see Devin try to spend more than 2.2 seconds in the pocket, he end up limping away, bandy legging away or something. Every time it's like a no fail, bro. Every time we see him wobbling away, whether he make it through the end of the round, when he get put down, and Ryan Garcia perspective in the other fight where he got Dave. So it's like every time he can spend more than 2 seconds in the pocket, he walking away dizzy and not knowing his whereabouts, man. So he should have never even. I would have looked at my pops and be like, "Who going to meet who in the center of the ring?" Okay, you got another thing coming. I'm finna box. I'm finna stick and move, pop. I don't care what you talking about.
Yeah, I think he just really started believing his own hype for real. You know what I'm saying? Pound for pound, that all got through his head. He thought he built the chin overnight getting in there. Ryan, everybody knew Ryan really had a left hook. Like niggas like Gary Antoine Russell were giving him a shot, especially after he came in 3 pounds heavy overweight.
Fact.
Devin just believed. He just really believed he was Floyd. Like I went back to the nigga Instagram. He got the Floyd passing the torch to him after his daddy was beefing. Like he just got caught up in his own shit. He really got humbled, man. And I'm like, damn, I don't know where he gonna go after this, because when it come to fight Matias or Pitbull, it could get ugly quick. So it's like, well, where he go after this?
You
Where
better
he
stay
go
away
now?
from them folks. You better stay
Where he
away
go
from them
now?
folks.
It's like his ceiling's capped. That's what really exposed. It's like Devin's ceiling's capped at this point.
facts. But I said that you get in there
Yeah,
with
facts.
Matias will end Devin Haney, because Matias, I'm just being real. He that dude that you hit him and he's still coming. You know what I mean? Like, and he gets stronger as the fight goes on. So it's just like, and then the dude got a body on his record. Let's not forget that. So
Right, he
I,
threw somebody in the ring.
I just think his fighting style, Devin really, like, he bleeding in shark infested waters. You got Matias, you got Gary Antoine Russell, who I think is fighting for. I think he's fighting to be a mandatory for Devin Haney's belt as well. So it's like he gotta make a decision: drop that belt, or and go do something else, or he gonna have to fight these dudes and find a way how to beat them. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what his makeup is. I think Devin can beat some of them, but like Matias, nah.
Who you think he can beat at the top level, like T.O.?
I think he can beat T.O. because T.O. got power, but there are some fundamentally things that T.O. don't do well. You know what I mean? And he's in some spots. That Jermaine Ortiz fight showed me a lot about Teofimo.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Can't cut off the ring.
So it's just like, yeah, T.O. got power, but he lacks boxing IQ in certain areas and situational awareness on what he needs to do. And then he's another one that's listening to his dad, but his dad don't really know that much about boxing either. So it's just like, if Devin get another coach, you know what I mean, and able to help him improve, I think Devin can beat Teofimo.
If in my opinion, if you really watch Teofimo, his fundamentals aren't as sharp as people be thinking they are. He really be breaking a lot of laws in boxing, bro. He got his own. He like a trickster. He a magician. He go off of his own style. He got his own style. Yeah, he do little subtle things the right way. But if you watch Teofimo, bro, he really got his own kind of unorthodox style. He go for different tricks of the trade.
He relies on his athleticism. Yeah, you're right.
Facts, 100%. Facts. And we all know, once your athleticism go out the door, look at Roy Jones Jr. when he went against Antonio Tarver, somebody who really know what they're doing in the boxing ring. Once they go somewhere and you get in there with somebody who can box, bro, you're in trouble.
Facts. I think, and Tio's more of a striker than a puncher.
Facts.
He's more of a, I don't know if y'all know them MMA fighters, they got strikers and all. That's what he is. He's not really a puncher. He got power, but I don't know. I think Devin can outclass him. I still think that although Devin got washed by Ryan, it's like when I look at that fight, I'm like, Devin can outbox him easily. Now, if Devin go in there trying to fight like he fought Ryan, that's a different story.
Yeah, that got to get out his head, bro. He can't do that under no circumstance.
Ever again. Not even in
Ever.
sparring. Don't even practice that, bro.
That's why his dad need to get out the corner. Like Bill talking about, I'm gonna send my son in there to kill you. You putting the battery in this little nigga back. Like, come on, he not built like that. Like, yeah, Bill need to stick to promotion, management. Got to get up out the corner for the best. Like, I don't know who the greatest boxer with the dad in the corner. I don't know.
I
think there's a ceiling with them guys, man. Maybe Boots, but I don't know.
I think
we'll see.
Boots Ennis, daddy definitely is. I think that nigga a great dude.
He a realist though. It look like he a realist.
And he ain't no nigga that's like a camera hoe. You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
Build them and shit. Like I feel like that nigga he let more so that shit get to his head more than shit. He take more shine than Devin if we being honest. Shit.
I think he been in the ring before though, right, Bozy? I think Bozy been in the ring.
Yeah.
I think that's the difference now that you brought it up. Like he really been in the ring, so he know.
And he'll fight you for real. So you saw that press conference. He said, "Me and you can get in the ring." I said, "Hold up, hey, hold up,
Dead
man."
ass serious.
But he was serious though. Like, I was serious. We can go fight. I'm gonna stop you. Okay,
that boy trying to be an undercard for real. He said we can make an undercard red. Nah.
But I think that Devin, he just got to take the rest of the year off. Come back 2025. If that means he got to drop the bills, then hey, so be it. You know what I mean? But all that crazy talk after the Regis fight, he was talking about he could fight Keith Thurman, and I was like, look, let me tell you something. Keith Thurman with the ponytail, without the ponytail, will spark Devin Haney. I'm just being real. A lot of people sleep on Keith Thurman. Like, now, granted, there's certain fighters I feel like Keith Thurman would lose to, but Devin Haney fight Keith Thurman Washington. Keith Thurman, his skill is very underrated. You know what I'm saying? As a boxer, his boxing IQ. He may not be who he once was, but he's still a problem for some people. For Devin, trying to come up to a 47. So Devin needs to stay at 40, and because if he go 47, I don't.
Nah, nothing's gonna transition well up there for him. But the real question is, we keep saying, he needs to take the year off, and does it? And if he need to, the real question is like 100%. Looking at the competition that's coming for the belt, is Haney even gonna be able to retain his title with some of the people that's coming for that belt? Like, and most of them coming with that thunder. They coming with that punching power, bro. Yeah. And I don't think he needs to be there with that belt, bro, because we're gonna be looking at him taking another L in a crazy fashion, bro.
Yeah,
and it's not to take away from his game. What he can do is just like you not set up like that for the people that's coming for that belt.
You think 147 might be a best way for him? I mean,
man,
they're bigger guys, but they're not as much. I think 140 might be more dangerous. He could fight a Stanionis or Ugas. Maybe. I don't know. I really don't know about the nigga chin, but 140 just seems a little bit more dangerous than 147 right now. Just with the names. Minus Boots. If Boots move up, granted. We got Stanionis, Ugas, Barrios. Is that better than the Matias, Tio?
That's like hot water.
I think Barrios is a very dangerous fight for Devin.
For Devin.
I do. Mario Barrios is slept on. You know what I'm saying? He a very good fighter.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people kind of wrote him off after Tank stopped him, but he's a good fighter. You know what I mean? He's tall. He crafty. Like he got a little bit of pop on his punches. Like he a good little fighter, bro. You know what I mean? Do I think he can beat Boots? No, but he's a good crafty fighter. And I think if Devin try to go up there trying to pick and choose, and he picked Barrios, he might be making a mistake. He might be back on his shoulders breakdancing again. That's all.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So which route you like for Devin? 140 or 147? Because at this point, it's pick your poison. Because if you don't see Barrios, where you gonna see a Matias, that could be even worse.
Yeah. I just think Devin, I'll say 47 is less killers up there, but
Yeah.
you know, because 40 is just like I say, it's blood in the water. You know what I mean? You just gotta keep it real. It's blood in the water. You know, you got Matias, who's looking like a machine. You got Gary Antoine Russell, he hungry. You got, you know, it's just a lot, man. You know, hell, you know, Shakur might even go up there for 40. You know what I'm saying? But I think he should fight his fight at 47. I mean, with 40 with Sandor Martin, and then go up to 47, and you know, just see what he could do up there. Hopefully, Boots move up and go fight Crawford. You know, if you know Turkey Ashik put that money up.
Fact.
Jay Will said, "How y'all feel about Abdullah Mason? I like him a lot. He a dog.
Hey,
I like him.
I ain't got a chance to actually watch him yet, but I'll be watching his highlights and I see how he trained, bro. I feel like he gonna be dangerous. With the more time he spend, I feel like he just gonna get he gonna get solidified and he gonna be dangerous for a lot of people. He legit though, because I definitely be seeing his highlights and I watch how he trained. He trained different, bro.
I wanted to see him against Kid Austin, but apparently Kid Austin's finna fight that Snoop Dogg, the dude that Snoop Dogg endorsed, H2O.
Yeah, H2O. What was it?
He under that's his nickname, H2O. I forgot his
No,
name.
I thought that was like, bro, they tripping with the names now.
Nah, man. He's under Ashton. I'm not saying that man, but Ashton. He 12-0. He fighting Kid Austin on that Paul versus Mike Tyson undercard. So
They need to stop getting on this man undercard. Let that man fight his fight and go on by this. I can't stand Jake Paul, bro. They need to stop hyping his undercards up, man.
he got to sell his stuff somewhere. But I wanted to see Abdullah Mason versus Schofield, but you know, it ain't happened like that. So
Shakur need to stop calling all these dudes his little brother, man, and fight these dudes, man. That fake brother should be blowing me. Like him,
I
Yeah.
said that shit earlier. You right, bro. That shit corny as hell.
come on, bro. Like you got real brothers. You know what I'm saying? Real sisters. Come on.
For real, that shit. That's a motherfucking possible challenger in the beginning, bro. Like you tripping, bro. All that friend shit ain't no friends in boxing, bro. Like that shit corny.
he on that soft stuff, but
That's why I think he gonna get caught up with too. Just like not like Devin. He better than Devin. He gonna get caught up with too, man. Probably Tank.
somebody gonna get him.
Yeah, somebody gonna get him, bro.
Somebody
He's showing
gonna get him.
flaw.
I made a video and said that. I said, Poor don't focus on himself and his brand, he's gonna end up like Devin. That's what it is.
Yeah.
But I think it's gonna be Tank gonna be the one that do and really Shakur is because see Tank wasn't really worrying about Shakur like that until Shakur started talking. So now he kind of rushing that process up. You know what I mean?
He rushing that ass whooping.
Yeah, you gonna yeah. I'm just saying, man. Coor. I mean, don't grant it. Tank versus Coor. I think that'll be a very technical fight, which I know how Tank is. He got that on demand, and as soon as he see that opening, he taking it. You know what I'm saying? And that's gonna be it for Coor.
Facts.
Yeah. You're gonna be looking at another one of the boys on the T-shirt.
Hey man, body bag and toe tag. It's gonna
He
be
need to
cool.
do
Fact.
like Bud did, man. He need to just keep fighting competition. Just fight the dudes at 135 because he only fought twice up there, right? I think he
Yeah.
only fought twice at
Yeah.
135. Yeah, you can't fight twice at 135 and think you're ready for Tank. I don't think so, but we'll see.
I think he thinks he's a bigger star in his head than where he really
Yeah,
is.
he's delusional, bro. I ain't gonna lie. He need to stop talking so much. Like he can't. I think he said himself. He said he'd be so bored. Like all he does is train, so that's why he be on the media so much.
He need to he do too much
Somebody needs to
talking.
limit his screen time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
I mean, and look at Boots. Anytime they ask Boots about any fighter, he be like, I want to fight him. I'll fight him. But he don't spend a lot of time on it. You ask him
Facts.
about it, he'll be like, yeah, I want to fight him. But that's it. Boots focus on building his brand, right? If you ask Jay Will, if they ask Boots about Bud, yeah, I want to fight Bud. I'll fight Bud at 154. I'll fight him tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? But hey, look, that's it. That's all you're gonna get from him. He ain't going on no Instagram. He ain't doing no interviews with Say Cheese and Vlad talking about Bud is trash. He ain't never took no risk. No, he ain't doing no stuff like that. Boots doing his own thing because he know it's gonna come. He said if I just keep fighting, it's gonna come, and then it's gonna be my time where I can just put it on display. We talk with our hands, not with our mouth. And that's the thing that I don't understand about Shakur. You doing all this talking with your mouth, but then you get in the ring, or like his last fight. He sat there and said, oh, I'm going to do this to De Los Santos and do that. I'm going to knock him out. And then what happened? The boy was running around like he was on the Kentucky Derby. You know what I'm saying? So we got to, he has to minimize the talking and just focus on fighting. That's it. If you keep putting on masterclass performances, fans are gonna come, and there's gonna be more demand for certain fights for you because they're like, man, this dude is doing this. Look at Boots. Each time Boots fight, he putting on a show. His last fight against Romain Villa, man, the stuff he was doing in that fight, people seeing that he doing that slow down Michael Jackson Thriller, punch that he did on like that went viral. So what you think people gonna do this next fight? They want to see him fight now. You know what I mean? You just gotta keep fighting, and when you fight, put on a show. You know what I mean? All that talking and that doesn't mean anything. And then the stuff you talking about, you capping about. You saying that
Right.
taking no risk. You sitting there saying that you got a better resume. Like, man, stop playing, bro.
And
Like,
then what's crazy is he really is a pure boxer, bro. He know what he's doing. He got the whole, like, other than his power, everything else is there, bro.
yeah.
He just won't shut the hell up, bro.
How good is Shakur defense? Like, because
I
I mean, who's the best name on his resume? Oscar Valdez.
Yep. Oscar
I
Valdez.
mean, I think his defense is still. I'm sure he's a great fighter, but I think his defense is still. We got to see that, bro.
I give him B. I give him C minus B because he ain't fought nobody that really challenged his defense. So I'll give him a
Yeah,
C plus. My bad, C plus B at most. At
yeah.
most.
Until he show it, facts.
Because the dudes he do that stuff with, I don't believe he can do that against a Tank. That going back in a straight line, Tank gonna catch you.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I mean, that's just now. Granted, based off how he looks like he a master of distance. I ain't never seen nobody, be that good with his distance control. But like I said before, when you fighting dudes that are not explosive, that don't have high boxing IQ, you could do that stuff too. But when you get in there with a guy like Tank, we even gonna throw Devin in there. You know what I'm saying? You getting up with them guys, you're not gonna be able, or Lomachenko, you're not gonna be able to do all that stuff. You know what I mean? He might. You know what I'm saying?
How about De Los Santos? He did that with De Los Santos. I don't think he was
Nah,
missing punches by a millimeter.
nah.
De Los Santos showed, man. He was
That boy was on. That's why I say he was on a Kentucky Derby. That boy was running, man.
That boy
yeah.
was a mile away from any punch.
That's why I think Tank wasn't probably rushing to fight him, but he is talking. So, but Tank not really trying to get in there with that running ass nigga, man.
Yep.
I do think it's a tough fight for Tank stylistically. Like if Shakur want to get on that bicycle, like how he did with Dale, that's gonna be hard for Tank.
I think, and that might frustrate Tank. Because Tank does show signs of frustration at times. You know, he's maturing, but he could get frustrated and do some out of character things. You know what I mean? But the beautiful thing about Tank is he's fought on this top level for a while now. And Shakur would just be arriving to that level. So it's a moment that's going, because you saw the press conference with Frank Martin.
Right.
Yeah.
Deer in the headlights. Frank Martin looking like Tank stepped to him and playing them mental games with him.
Yeah.
So it's different on that level. You know what I mean? When you got all them fans in the crowd, it's just different. You know, you see some guys, they shell up. So that's another thing. It ain't the fact that he's afraid of Tank. It's just the moment, the bright lights.
Yeah.
Will he sink or swim in that moment?
And that's the thing. Like I said, when you fight them nigga that you can beat us, you got a different confidence. But when you under them bright lights and all the motherfucking fans under there, bro, it different.
Yeah.
Tank kind of got the mind game thing under. He got that down pat, just the way he be playing it. Like I just don't. Frank be staying in the cut, so I don't think Frank even expected that. But Tank already knew when he came in there he was gonna press him out. Like Tank is just kind of like one step ahead with these boys, man. He ain't showing his cards too much,
For real.
which I like about him.
Facts.
You don't know where you stand. You don't know where you stand with him. So
how y'all see that fight going?
With Frank?
Yeah.
I think Frank gets knocked out in 7. That's my dog though. I think it'll be a good fight till then though. But I think he get knocked out.
I say between 8 and 10.
Yeah.
I think Frank early on, in the early rounds will be strong. But I think those are rounds Tank gonna be letting him get busy on because Tank trying to collect data.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think after round 4, that's when you're gonna see Tank cut it up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think Frank gonna get fooled by Tank's low output, and he gonna think he in there working with something. He gonna mess around and make one of those, unnecessary mental errors and get caught with some late in round 10, early round 11, somewhere in there.
Yeah, I think he needed a few more. Fights under his belt, especially coming off that last performance where that nigga damn near that knockdown was what saved that fight for him.
Mm-hmm.
But I see him it seems like a lot of times in the later rounds he fade.
Yep.
Like his gas tank started.
All them muscles on him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who Tandy, what you talking about, bro?
Oh man, that boy said y'all said Shakur defense is a C.
Who is he fought for his defense to be an A+?
He got to show it.
That's not necessarily defense though. If a nigga jumping back like that, that's not, man. That's damn near you basically running shit.
Yep.
Fact.
You ain't using lines and angles, and that's not a defensive movement.
Yeah, you jumping the fuck out the way. I'm talking about damn near across the ring.
Yeah, I ain't never seen it like that.
Niggas is tripping, bro. Like, yeah, bro. That ain't, man. Don't get me wrong. The nigga, he got. I can't. I think the nigga defense suspect. It depends on who he fighting though. Like,
I said that earlier, bro. He a mental bully. He ain't a weight bully, but he a mental bully. He'll fight when he want. He'll fight who he want to fight, bro.
Yeah. I always thought like him and Devin was kind of like the same kind of fighter. I I think a Devin a little bit more riskier.
Well, that's because Devin bigger, and he rehydrates up. You know, and when he be bigger than a lot of his opponents. This is the first
Yeah.
he wasn't bigger than his opponent. So
He say, sound like y'all only watch one fight. Hell, it's only 2 or 3 of them that look different from the last few. I don't know
And
what
we
he
just
talking
want to
about.
see it against some competition, bro. That's all.
Facts.
Like
That's
the
all.
verdict's
That's
just
all.
out. Maybe it's more than a C, but like we gonna give him an A. He ain't show it against nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I want to see him against somebody that's actually like the same level. Is actually going to bring that out of him, make him fight, make him sit down.
well, De Los Santos tried. He didn't want to do it. So
Man, bro, I'm pissed because how the fuck did you like, nigga? What the fuck is wrong with that nigga IQ? Or what the fuck was they working on in the gym? The fact that to know this nigga for 12 rounds ain't throwing a certain hand, and you not pick up on that shit.
I don't know.
That's crazy.
And then it was rounds court. Didn't even really. He threw like one punch. You know
Hey,
what I mean?
but this the thing though. I think he better be glad that he did not fight Frank Martin during that time.
Oh, facts.
Hey, cause I think yeah, without you being able to throw that hand, that shit would have been different.
I thought at that time when they announced the fight, I was like, man, you know, Corey is who he is, but I said I think Frank. I saw ways Frank could beat him, and I thought Frank could beat him.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. You Now if it would have went 12, that's different. But I actually saw if it was gonna be a stoppage, it was gonna be from Frank stopping Shakur.
yeah,
And
fact.
Yeah, I don't think Shakur stopped Frank.
yeah.
No, I don't think. Yeah, not at all.
Why Shakur say he made Frank Martin famous? I mean, y'all didn't know Frank Martin before Shakur?
That nigga capping, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, Shakur be talking, bro.
I knew exactly who Frank Martin. That's what I'm saying. In his mind, he thinks he's bigger than what he is.
Yeah, he really think he bigger than what he is.
But to say some shit like that just means you not really on Earth for real. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, I don't
This
know what.
nigga said for you to man, bro, like where the fuck can your mind actually be, nigga? Nah, for real, like that shit just crazy. Like nigga, like motherfuckers need to humble themselves, bro. Like you tripping.
That's why I think he gonna get exposed soon. He just not completely realistic with himself either, bro.
Like
You
I
know what I'm
said,
saying?
you going to fight the nigga, and motherfuckers got the nerve to talk about a nigga resume, and you going to fight a nigga that literally just came off of a loss. Out of all the people you could have even. What was wrong with the Maritala fight?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
I think that Core just he got a bunch of yes men behind him, just like Devin do. And he ain't got nobody around him that's keeping it real with him. That's why he say all the stupid stuff he be saying.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you got some real dudes around you that's gonna keep it real with you, you're gonna be humble.
Right.
You're gonna show respect. But
No, for sure.
you sitting there talking about that Frank Martin became famous. I mean, we can make the argument and say Frank Martin a bigger draw than you are
Right.
right now.
Right.
Even with all your accomplishments, Frank Martin a bigger draw than you are as a fighter. So what are we talking about here? And some people may be mad at me. You can make the argument that Frank Martin probably got a better resume than you do at 135.
I think so.
Definitely at
I think
135.
so. I think Rochelle Rivera will step on fucking Jermaine Harrington.
Mm-hmm. Thanks.
Oscar Valdez, he more so like a come forward fighter. So yeah, I think I always thought Shakur resume was suspect though.
He a one trick pony. Well, I'm talking about Oscar Valdez one trick pony.
Mm-hmm.
But we reached the end, man. We didn't talk boxing for 3 hours. So, you know what I mean? We're going to try to shoot every Saturday or Sunday. I'm going to let y'all know what it is. But we appreciate y'all for coming on here, man. G5 Huncho, man, you're always welcome up here. And you too, paid in full.
For sure. We'll
Appreciate
tap in with you,
Fact,
bro.
y'all boys be safe till next time.
Yep.
Hell yeah, good seeing y'all. Hell yeah, all right.
Yep.
it.
All right, for sure, fella.